Kia ora, hello comrades, welcome to Where's My Jetpacks, continuing playthrough of Tell Me Why, a new game from the makers of Life is Strange with a trans lead. We're playing through this partly to promote our fundraiser for a
Mhm.
anti-fascist transcription project. So Derek, do you want to go into that?
Yeah, we're going for 10 plus hours of anti fascist interviews. We're trying to raise 1,000 euros, and we've actually raised just over 400 euros so far to make anti fascist content more accessible. And again, to remind everybody, we're paying transcribers market rates, and the website for the fundraiser is firefund.net/jetpack. How you doing, Ani? Aloha.
Yep, good to see you. So we're now on episode 2 of Tell Me Why. I've played this whole game through. Derek hasn't, and yeah, we've discussed some of the Life is Strange games before on the podcast, and this is a new game
Yeah.
from those devs. So what are you thinking, Derek? You've seen the first episode. Do you have any speculations on this episode? I can't spoil you.
I'm pretty impressed. I'm pretty impressed so far. I'm not sure where this one's going to go. I'm not sure what's going on with with kind of like the supernatural kind of low key elements there,
Yeah,
with the creature being or whatever. There was a good twist at the end of the last chapter with who killed the
yeah,
mom,
Allison instead
and
of Taylor. Yeah.
yeah, didn't see that coming. And this is a pretty interesting story, and I'd like to see how it unfolds. How many episodes is it
Three,
going for?
three in total. So they all came out weekly, just quite recently, and so yeah, we're now on the second chapter of three, and they're each about 4 hours. But yeah,
Oh, cool.
so I guess now, it's all been thrown into question. It doesn't seem like Tyler's mother tried to kill him because of transphobia. As you say, there's some
Hmm.
unclear kind of supernatural elements, and clearly there was something else going on in terms of her relationship with other people in the town, in terms of her mental health, but it's still really not clear exactly what that is. So, yeah,
And there seems like to be some religious fundamentalism going on with the Orthodox Church in town,
appears
and
so. Yeah,
the friend that the mom owed a lot of money to.
yeah,
She was having a lot of money troubles due to mental illness
yeah,
and financial troubles and everything. And I guess this one was owing her a lot of money, and she tends to. I guess she was like what one of the fundraisers for the church. I've known people like that
yeah,
that have the ledger for the whole church. She tends to see who owes what
yeah.
and lords it over them.
Yeah. Fairly
And
smug middle class. But anyway, let's kick in and find
all
out
right,
some more. As I said in the first episode, the series has great openers.
Once upon a time, in a deep and ancient forest, there lived a pair of crafty goblins.
I think we're missing some background music because we turned it off
Crafty
for
goblins did
copyright reasons.
everything together, until one day,
hmm
when darkness overwhelmed the big wooden house in which they lived.
Blamed for the darkness, Brother Goblin was forced to leave the forest, while his sister had to stay behind.
Really beautiful design here.
Yeah.
10 years later, they were finally reunited, and together, they decided to confront the darkness in the big wooden house.
Fun reason recaps really work in Life is Strange games.
Though they sought the help of their
Like in
friends
Life
in
is
the
Strange
forest,
too, because they
they found that
do
no
them
one
so
wanted to
beautifully.
delve into the long-gone past.
Mm.
It's like its own artistic element rather than
This is
just
how the
being
goblins
last
found
time on
themselves
with
alone in
clips
the
and whatever.
woods, trying to
Yeah.
discover why darkness had submerged the big wooden house.
And that's the Mad Hunter lurking over them, who we saw seemingly move beyond their nightmares into reality in the last episode.
Yeah. That's where we left off.
Tomorrow we should play Compass and North Star in the woods.
Be sure to wear your hat then.
You be sure to wear your hat.
All right, who wants ice cream?
Me!
Eat up.
I'm glad this
Without a word,
this horror music
she
isn't
went
included
out
in the
and
copyrighted
buried the
music because
tiara
it's
in the
pretty cool.
ground beneath the sapling. And as the final scoop of dirt fell, the tiara felt truly gone, and with it, the final link to her old self. She could only go forward and find a new place for herself in this world, where she was no longer truly a princess in a tiara and a beautiful gown, but a wan woman, alone in a deep and ancient wood.
So yeah,
And
Marianne
that was how the
is clearly the
princess lost her
princess.
most precious treasure and her title.
I don't like that story. There were no goblins, and it was depressing.
We
Imagine
won't read
writing
it again.
yourself as a princess.
I love you, Mom. Not me. Just kidding.
Ego.
Love you, Mom.
Mwah.
It's,
Love you
talk
too.
about Mary Sue there in the
Yeah, totally
fan
Mary
fiction.
Sue. Meanwhile, she casted
Sleep well and dream, my
kids
doves.
as goblins. Like,
Yeah.
although it's not clear whether they came up with the goblins thing or she did. Like, it's part of their like shared universe. But yeah.
Ollie? Ollie?
Mhm. In their oversized hippie house.
Yeah. Again, Burma House, definitely. Although Marianne must be like,
What a waste.
she'd be like Gen X, wouldn't she? I would think. But this feels a lot more like a Burma House.
Hard to say.
Ollie!
This was like 2005.
Yeah, she'd be Generation X, I guess. Yeah.
Like maybe older generation. But it feels a lot to me, a lot more like a story of millennials and boomers than like Gen X and Zoomers. Although that whole construct is debatable, but just like the massive house in particular.
Mm-hmm.
Because Marianne, she's from a wealthy background, but she's not supposed to be wealthy. She has kind of cut off her relationship with her family. So to have a house like that, like, she worked at the local convenience store,
Yeah. So this is where the daughter came in.
Yeah.
We need to call for help. Elsie. I killed Mom. I killed her.
Hmm.
Yeah, so they know how to do hard-hitting intros. Silence, except you, the listeners, will be hearing the music that we've overdubbed in this, where we've turned down the music, because it's copyrighted. So we're just watching this musical montage with no music right now.
I don't know what you're talking about. I hear the music.
Yeah. The scene is supposed to be cheerful, but when it's silent, it's just sort of eerie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, it's just so clearly designed to be a musical montage.
Boy, somebody should do that on YouTube. Show different musical montages from like 80s movies and stuff,
Yeah,
but without the music. Yeah.
Yeah, like those.
Have you seen the clip of Friends without the laugh track?
Oh yeah, I've seen Ross without the laugh track. There's also the ones where they do music videos without the music, and I think they overdub like sound effects of the people sort of, their feet hitting the ground and stuff like that. so it just comes off as kind of awkward.
Yeah, they did like Big Bang Theory without a laugh track. It's really awkward.
Yeah, because there's those huge pauses after the lame joke because they're designed for the laugh track. But, yeah.
Whoop. Sniper fire incoming. That's pretty cool how it's going in and out of the present and the memories.
Yeah, although the idea of adults playing like this is like a bit weird.
But are they, or are they just remembering?
Yeah, I don't know whether they're just remembering or if they're actually like, yeah, doing this. Like, I think with adults you'd be like, if we do this we might knock things over, whereas as a kid you just don't have that kind of sense of the world. Which they had a bit about that in the last episode where they smashed a vase as kids.
Yeah.
And Marianne had a breakdown over it because she's Marianne.
Yeah.
Hey. You doing alright?
Has the sister covered up her memories that he did this?
I think there's some repressed memory going on. But I think the implication is that she does remember the night, but it's like not all entirely clear because we do have flashbacks. So flashback implies having some kind of memory of it.
We're not letting ourselves do this again. Come on, up.
But yeah,
I was just wondering if like either one of them has some kind of dissociative memory
Can
problems.
we just have coffee instead?
and definitely
No.
unreliable.
On your
memories,
feet, soldier.
Yeah.
which is really what this whole story is about. I think is unreliable memory.
take a
but
break
it's
from
a big part of
packing
it
and-
anyway.
That's a pretty
Sort
cool
out the
game
phone.
mechanic, yeah.
If we get enough done, I'll drive you into town and buy you a gallon of ice cream.
Mint chocolate chip, 2 gallons. Let's do this.
Okay. Alright, I thought it was going to be moving into gameplay then. Oh, we've got a memory. Here we are. Cool.
Gonna remember what you left in the fridge?
What's that smell? Smells like delicious garbage. Ooh, yes, delicious indeed. Or could it be Stinky Pants Sam? Oh, Stinky Pants Sam!
Come on now. Sam let that smell getting a skunk out of our barn. Be nice.
A skunk? What did you do to her? Is she okay?
Sure is. She just went hunting for food and couldn't get back out. All she needed was a little nudge to get her on her way.
Sam
Ugh.
Pansky, hero of
That's a
skunk
smell.
I remember being super impressed by
I don't
him.
know about
And
either
it made me
smelled
wanna
an
be a
actual
wild
skunk.
animal
I just know the
superhero,
cliche that
Yeah, you're better not. I have.
Everywhere I look, there's just stuff, stuff, and more stuff.
Marianne the Magpie.
It's hard to get out.
Yeah, it's one of those things you
Ugh,
know from
roasting
cultural
is gross.
osmosis, even if you haven't experienced
What
it.
happened?
Some unfortunate spillage that brought about the end of indoor tea parties. I hid the stain with my
But,
toys.
you know, just
forgetting
to
that they
repeat
would
the common
eventually
theme
be
from the
picked
last
up.
episode,
Brilliant move, Roman.
I am not outdoorsy at all, and New Zealand doesn't have much wildlife. You were no better. I was scared.
You're no better.
Yeah, sure.
Well, I seem to
You don't
recall
have
telling you
hobbits and
stole an
orcs?
egg,
What's
put it on the
going on?
couch, and sat on it because you wanted a pet chicken.
And dragons and Nazguls. I guess now you just have Nazguls in New Zealand, huh?
Alright, yes. Well, we have hobbits.
Hungry?
That was always
We
a
have
big thing with like Lord of
whole
the
lot
Rings
of nothing.
nationalism was like that we tended to identify with hobbits, but yeah,
Mhm.
that kind of pastoral fantasy, and we're all hairy. No pickles.
Why'd you remind me?
Ugh, why'd you have to remind me of that? Says the guy who used to eat peanut butter with ranch.
Peanut butter and ranch.
Oh dear God.
That's quite strange. Like, I've done strange stuff, but that I don't understand. Okay, it's chocolate chips, not that interesting, really.
Hmm.
Ancient
Recipes.
appliances.
Recipes are worth keeping if you can
Hello.
hold on to
That
them.
oven looks in okay enough shape.
No way. We are not moving the oven.
Is it gas based?
Do with this.
Probably must be. Keep track cell, I reckon.
So these are some pretty good tables and
Yeah,
stuff.
they're decent. I mean, and there'll always be
Refinish it,
someone
yeah.
who's not that fussy. Like they work,
Yeah.
you know, they won't fall over.
What's doing down here? Is that?
Yeah, see, I think that's supernatural that all those things are where
Yeah,
they
possibly it would make more sense because they're so some of them are so prominent in places where they wouldn't presumably have lasted over like 15 years.
are. Kind of a trickster thing, maybe Raven or whoever. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure which nation or which tribe they're with.
Yeah. It's very
That she's
don't nod kind of a thing, all the sort of semi-supernatural animals and
That's a
kind
nice
of
face.
that kind of element.
Yeah, like the deer in Life is Strange.
You're
Yeah.
warm now?
You know, my blue toy horse.
Was that celestial tea and coffee and shit?
That never happened.
Yeah, it did.
Just remind myself what
Celestial
we're actually
tea.
doing. Sort the ground furniture, finish the room, clean it up.
Uh-huh.
Grabbed it and hid it in the pot.
I was thinking maybe there was money in the coffee
I
can.
did.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on. I think I remember the snake part, but you didn't win that horse.
The couch and the chair look pretty
You
good.
hadn't won
Yeah,
anything,
good.
so I gave it to you.
That makes no sense.
Like,
Why would you hide it if you gave it to me?
But at this point, you know,
For kids?
everything would be like all what do you call it, bed bugs and shit.
Alice,
yeah, that is true.
I asked you to clean up the coffee table 3 times already.
Dust mites.
Oops. I forgot.
Well, Tyler, the computer was not giving me the option of doing that. Which is
What's
not
it want
really
there?
a problem,
Alright.
but,
He wants you to clean the table.
While you do that, I'll check out the
it apparently waits until Tyler tells you to do
I'm
it.
guessing you want to keep the coffee table?
Mm-hmm.
Because I knew that was an
Oh, shit.
objective.
With your hand? You got no paper
Yeah,
towels
that
and
was
shit?
pretty,
Anything you
that was
want
pretty
right
weak.
now.
I'm not really planning
have
on
a
bringing
duster or
furniture
something?
to Denali. And if I need a piece of Juno, you'll have all the furniture I need.
How very non-committal of you. Alright.
What's that? Ah, one of those things. Cow in a can.
I really
Okay.
like that armchair.
Maybe sit in it for a few minutes and see if you get used to
I
the
think he
mold
gets
smell
annoyed
first.
with you if you keep doing that.
Second thought, never mind.
So I'm just gonna keep doing that. Wait, what?
Oh, so I guess the chair stinks. Okay. So trash. Or keep that. Keep what's in your hand or trash the chair?
I think they're talking about the chair.
Yeah, trash the chair.
Yes, you are.
Just doing this to annoy Tyler.
Fuck. I hate to say it, but I just get a one-way ticket to the dump.
No protest here. I think I have permanent knee damage from a decade of bumping into the corner
Or
of those
just
things.
annoy
Well,
everyone.
that's it for living. You are relieved from your duties.
Okay, time to move on.
Having fun, are we?
Yeah, finally we got the
This is getting utterly ridiculous.
Utterly ridiculous. Yuck, yuck. Stand in the corner. No puns.
All of that just
Nothing.
for fun.
Chair and table. I mean, the couch. Yeah, the chair, the couch. Couches.
I think we've already decided to sell them.
Mm.
Alice,
Yeah, there's a sticker.
Which is unfortunate because like
What's up?
the bear
should
design.
I throw these pictures out?
I mean, I think Allison would say she didn't want them.
They're happy memories.
I mean, I think that's
But
true.
yeah, I don't
But
want.
we are Allison here, and I'm gonna play the character. I think. Like, I would
Okay.
say they're happy memories,
I
but
don't think I do either.
Allison
You look cute here.
clearly
Mm.
wants to
I
forget
mean,
everything, so
it
I'm
is,
just playing the
but-
character.
But not really.
It's
I
always
get
an interesting thing with these games is
Weird.
do you make
Seeing
the
myself like
decisions
that again.
on
Damn.
either
Didn't
based
think a
on the
picture could throw me
character,
like this
on your
anymore.
own views, or based on like metagaming,
Mm.
what you think will get the
But
best
did
result.
therapy help?
Has therapy helped at all?
Oh, yeah,
They
definitely.
usually just tend to metagame.
My therapist
them,
really
like,
heard
just
me.
think about what the
Said I
results
was
might
bad.
be.
And she helped me get ready for the
Mhm.
reactions I'd get, you know? It's dealing with other people that's been way harder than figuring myself out. At the end of the day,
Mhm.
being able to look in the mirror and see Tyler, that's made the biggest difference. Which is why I'm scheduling my top surgery as soon as we sell this house. No more putting a binder on every morning. God, that sounds fucking amazing.
Yeah, totally. Just so you know, I'll be there to help out when you do. Whatever you need.
Thanks.
All right. What's your verdict, Ronan?
You know what? I'll keep a few. To remind us how far we've come.
Oh man, I love this one.
Why do I look so pissed? I remember loving this.
Maybe because Marianne was sticking a camera in your face?
Hmm. Is there a memory coming?
Is it?
I completely forgot we had a pet vole for a few days.
You can hear right now.
She was in rough
Yuck.
shape when we found her. Good thing Marianne actually knew what she was doing.
Yeah, there's some.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah,
Yeah, I think they're forming.
yeah. You just have to get the right angle.
Come on, honey, smile. Like Allison.
Yeah.
Your fish.
It's not my fish anymore. Allison stole it.
Is that guy?
Sam? I'm not sure who the guy is. I don't think it is Sam.
My
It might be
sister.
Tom.
The fish thief.
Hmm.
You were just being bratty.
Was I though?
Yes. All I did
It
was
didn't
help
look
clean
as
it
like
when we were out on
burly
the
as
porch.
Sam.
Eddie had to force you.
Mm.
There's also a collection of sparkles, so you know, sparkles aren't very burly in general.
Come take a break with me.
Okay. Again, I love how much of Don't Not games
Starting the
involves
fire
taking
again?
breaks.
Yeah,
and just
I'm gonna
having
boil
a
some
break.
water. Want something to drink?
Just like sitting on a chair.
I'll do a coffee. I feel like coffee is an coffee is an
Coffee.
Allison person. Allison is a coffee person. And Americans
Mm.
like coffee more,
Would
don't
you rather have
Uh,
instant coffee?
No, tea's for
or
sleeping.
Instant coffee.
I remember there was
Nah,
like some
sorry.
kind of an
I'm
international
more of
poll.
a
I don't know how
tea
accurate
person.
it was, but
Get
it
it?
did
Tea.
reinforce the stereotype
As in-
that like Americans were predominantly coffee.
How long have you
UK
been
was
waiting to make that
predominantly
joke?
tea.
Longer than I'm
Interestingly,
willing to admit.
Australasia is like half, like
I'm
Australia
so
and
glad
New
Eddie
Zealand.
came through.
Shh. Did you hear that?
But I mean, a lot of
was
people
sending us a
obviously drink
warning.
both. Like, the dichotomy is, debatable. I certainly, like, I'll drink, as you say, coffee in the morning, tea in the evening.
You shall be banished
These are
from the
different-
Oh, we blame imperialism for that one, the Dutch East India Company.
Oh, yes.
You shall feel my
And like
anger
most
in
of
your
our
gut.
commodities.
Hear it in the wind.
Do you think the Ice King would really react that way? He may be intimidated. He's always fair and intelligent.
Oh yeah, you're right. Maybe he tells the goblins to help the people they hurt instead.
Great idea. Why don't we think about it?
They talking about the guy from Adventure Time?
While you go wash your hands.
No, different Ice King.
We put them in the binder so they don't
We
get
see him
dirty.
a couple times.
Hmm.
You know, cool thing about the Ice King. Have you ever seen Harry Nilsson's The Point?
No.
Which is
dark
an
and twisty
amazing
versions.
movie, and everyone should see it. It's like a psychedelic kids movie.
Yeah.
It's narrated by Ringo Starr.
Full of extra
But
thought.
also, the Ice King is very clearly based on the king from that. Like, they could sue, but I actually don't mind because it's like it's a good precedent to the design. It's like looks cool, but like really blatantly the same design.
Come check this out.
What, the one on Adventure Time?
Yeah, Ice King
Allison's
is
first
I
drafts.
think pretty
Right.
almost certainly based on
Didn't contribute at all.
The Point,
Come on.
which is from the 70s.
I know you did.
Mm-hmm.
Can't believe she kept all these.
And Harry Nilsson
I
is
think
great.
putting them
He
on the
did
fridge
a
for
lot
a
of great
couple of
pop
weeks would have been
songs,
enough.
You know, One. and all
You
that.
know how we thought of ourselves as the
Oh,
gods?
okay.
I think we did Windmills of Your Mind.
Did you ever get the sense that maybe Marianne was the princess in the story?
One of the famous ones from
yeah.
The Point was Me and My
She called her
Arrow.
bedroom the princess's sanctum, and she was all alone in the woods in this house until we showed up.
Well, who did they think the princess was up until this point?
Yeah, it's clearly her. But I sometimes these games kind of patronize you. They're like,
What are you doing?
oh, there's
Yeah.
that. And it's like, well, yeah.
Their way of unfolding the mystery of unraveling that onion
Yeah,
is a little too obvious there.
yeah, it's quite on the nose.
And here we go.
It's like we're paying attention here. Yeah, you know, why are you telling us?
Okay, so. So that's.
Get our member berries on.
So yeah, I think it was Tom in that flashback, who's the store guy, Tessa's partner.
Okay.
So we've got here Tessa, Tom, and Sam. Okay, so Tessa's obviously the pelican.
hmm
Let's look at. So what are the bears? So
What do you think? Sam's the bear?
probably bear with his claws so sharp. What's the other one? Moose. What's the deal with the moose? I don't know, but I agree Sam is probably the bear. I just don't get what the moose persona is.
Are you able to flip the page?
So, okay, Pelican, yeah, I can. But this page has a lot of the personality stuff.
Okay, so that's like a wand, or is that a torch?
Oh, that
lines up
doesn't
with-
matter anymore. That was for the other puzzle. But okay, they were headed by the
okay.
Pelican, pious and attentive, organized by the most stalwart and far-sighted. The old bear was
So
there,
organized.
claws so sharp. Yeah. So most
Tom.
stalwart and far-sighted. Yeah, it's probably Tom.
Oh,
I don't think Sam is
yeah.
far-sighted at all. He can barely see past his own nose. Doesn't really understand very much in the world. So yeah, I think both of those are probably in the right place. And Sam is a bear. Like if he was gay, he would definitely be a bear. So let's just go.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay, how do we resolve it again? Show to Tyler.
Right. I think I'm done.
Okay.
You sure?
Am I sure?
Definitely.
Okay, well let's just try swapping these. I don't know.
On second thought,
Thing
let
is,
me
I
just give it a once-over.
played it, but I never remembered these puzzles.
This one.
Is he just gonna say you sure again? Make me doubt him.
This time I've got it.
We'll see.
Okay, no, I actually think we were
How do you
right
know?
this time. Okay. On second thought. Okay, so he kind of acts like a doubting Thomas either way, I
Let me just
think.
give it a once-over.
Because I
Mhm.
feel like this way around is the right way. So,
Okay.
Well, got it?
definitely. Not
How do you like
definitely,
them
but
apples?
You know, I think you might be onto something.
yeah,
What about these guys?
so that's confirmation.
I don't see them being real life people. Only this one.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
hope the Mad Hunter is not a real person.
The specific human attributes you have assigned to these forest animals are truly thought-provoking.
Indubitably.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be fine with knowing the owl and the whatever those guys are. I wouldn't want to know the Mad Hunter. And the princess.
Totally Marianne.
Why a princess, though?
Yeah,
Why not a queen?
She hated authority.
Yeah. She'd have been a terrible ruler.
Usually princesses in some fairy tales are like rebellious,
That's true.
and they don't want
like Jasmine.
The
Jasmine, like,
yeah.
rebelling against the arranged marriage. Yeah.
I don't know.
That makes
Sometimes
sense.
that's their
And
arc.
that does, yeah, I'll try not to spoil anything, but that does fit with her.
Whoa.
She is a rebellious middle class kid.
Holy shit.
The Mad Hunter.
This is some Ringu shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck seeing that as a kid.
I forgot.
Is it seeing them now?
We've been pretending he
Through
was
the
there.
memory?
Well,
Suddenly he
and it's not clear.
That was the only
Yeah.
time that happened, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think that's clear.
Allison. Wait.
They
That
could just
is
be
fucked
imagining
up.
it now, you know.
It was
Us.
Mhm.
Pushing our imagination way too far.
But they're definitely convinced.
great. Sam Kansky, Grandmaster of Bad
That,
Timing. We're not
that,
done
like,
with this
had become
conversation.
real.
Hmm.
Morning, Sam.
Ahoy, goblins! I ran into Chief Brown, who said you were starting to clean up on the house this morning, so, I kind of figured you might need some supplies.
Thank you. That was very thoughtful.
Oh,
Some Windex
also got
and
something for you,
pledge,
Tommy.
perhaps?
Oh yeah, this is nice. It's like,
Every man needs a
Yeah,
good
buck knife. There you go.
yeah. It's nice because it's like very traditionally masculine,
Good.
but correctly gendering Tyler. It's like a
Yeah.
step forward and
Oh,
in
and
a very
before I forget,
sort of
the
conservative
lady
way,
in the house.
you know. Because like
Mhm.
I'm sure Allison could use a knife too, but it's like every man needs
Yeah.
a knife. It's like,
That was your
you know,
mom's
at
favorite
least he's
recipe.
recognizing Tyler's
Still make
gender
it darn
now.
near every week.
Yeah.
Make it every time.
Wow. Got
Thanks.
some fixins.
But we don't have a stove. Still no
That's a good gift.
electricity.
I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
aside from
Fuse box is busted.
them not actually being able to use it.
Just another
Oh,
thing
it is
I've
also
been meaning to
funny
put
that
back
he gives
together.
Allison.
I was thinking at the oven, like I was waiting to
Let
see
me take care of it.
if it was
Oh,
like
I don't doubt you can.
gas-based or not.
Yeah,
I've been kicking this thing
and
back
that
to
he
life for the
gives
last
Allison
20-some
the
years.
food as well. It's
I'll
like
give you a hand.
you can do the food prep. Tyler can do the
Alright.
Boxes in the barn. Follow me.
We'll be
But
right
it is
behind
like
you.
that is a
Gender
decent
division of
gift
labor there,
situation.
yeah.
As far as food goes, I think if it just said, "I'm giving you both this fish and this knife," rather than the man gets the knife and the woman gets the food to prepare, kind of thing,
Yeah.
that would be a little less presumptuous. But you know,
Well, I
he's
guess
trying.
old bears can learn new tricks.
Yep. Come on. Let's
I'm
go
pretty
get our
sure if
electricity
you
back on.
pick the wrong animal at that point, Tyler like digs, like sort of gets Saki. So
Mhm.
yeah, I think we made the right choice. Okay.
So, how's school?
I graduated already. Outdoor
She
studies.
trying to get in?
Oh,
I think
outdoor
we are going
studies.
to, but it's not going to be
Well.
an option yet.
It's a good thing I came along when I did. You know, I built this here barn for your mama.
What do you reckon? I mean,
The bottom.
sure.
What happened to the fuse box?
And he did help
I
it.
forgot to
but,
put it back together after I fixed one of the fuses that kept snapping. Turns out a circuit
It's
was
also
a
kind
little
of
worse for
romantically
wear.
obsessed with her. that
Started it back on
I
the
don't know
spot.
really
Just the way your mom
whether
wanted
she
it.
required it.
Made her happy
but,
when things could be fixed instead of
Mm.
thrown out. Anyways, find that Katie.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he'd given the keys
Wait,
to
Sam.
them.
You have more of our keys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like
The one for
last
the
episode,
barn's
he
called
called it
Railroad
my
Key.
property.
See,
like,
it's got this special
not your
tip that you
property.
can...
Like,
Fascinating.
he's got this whole
I'll take that off your hands.
attachment to
Oh,
Marianne,
yeah.
which is very.
Figured I
kind
might
of-
still need to do some
don't know.
maintenance, so,
Nope. We're good.
It's almost
Mm.
like
Thank
he
you.
fair warning. Doors are
almost
a bit
sees
temporary.
himself as her husband.
Haven't you
just
been
to think
taking
of the
care of
house
this
as
place?
his property, like.
You didn't oil the doors?
Yeah.
What? You think I just hang out here all day?
Oh, did he take it over and he's been watching it this whole
Oh
time?
yeah, he has been taking care of it,
Twist
and
it
he's
as
done
far
lots
as you
of work
can
on
to the
it.
left.
So
It's a
that
nice little-
but like, still, see it as his house. It's never his house.
Mhm.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
just feels a bit.
Yeah.
It's like kind of.
Big
possessed,
the lock?
But yeah. What's that?
They broke the lock.
Yeah, I guess so. The key wasn't working.
Well, at least the door's open now.
Yeah. That's easy to
Oh
fix.
god.
Now,
I don't know if
fuse
you're better
box.
at this kind of
Oh
puzzle.
no.
Oh,
You
is it a
and
puzzle?
you are going to clean up your
It's
mess.
the sort of puzzle which is
Alright.
just basic
Fuses go into
domestic
plugs.
like fixing of things,
enough?
but I do not understand fuses. So
Okay. Look at the pictures up there. It should be a grid.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Okay, so water heater 1, 2, outlet 3, lights. There's like text down here as well. 15. Oh my god, it has numbers. 15 fuses, 15 amp fuses for the garage, and it's total 120 amp for the whole house. Okay.
I bet you could blow it.
What's that?
I said I bet you could blow it if you put in the wrong one. Burn out the amps.
What happened? You
Let's see.
If I got this wrong the first time and Sam was like, woman, to Tyler, which is kind of, again, it's kind of funny because sure it's misogynist, but also it's like male bonding with Tyler, you know? That weird sort of recognition within a very traditional framework. But okay, what are we doing?
Okay, so what does this thing say back over there? What does the picture to your right say?
This?
The 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, that one.
Outlet, water heater, kitchen. Okay, I put 1 into 2.
This is 2?
Yeah.
Just fine.
So,
Problem must be the latch.
Oh god, I can't remember.
yeah, they have to add
15.
up. It's 120 for the whole house,
Nothing a little salt and lime.
15 for the garage.
It's a door.
Oh, okay.
Bottle of cheap
Okay,
tequila.
120 for the house. So this top one is the house, right? So 120 total
A margarita.
Yeah.
for the house, and then
Hey. Sometimes old Sam.
Okay.
this is not like I like the storybook-based puzzles, but this is not what I play games for. Is fixing fuses. But okay, 15 amp fuses for the garage, total 120 for the whole house. Okay, so does that
Okay.
mean for the
Okay.
for this, that means 15 each? Yeah, it must be, because there's no way of doing 15 total. So,
Yeah.
okay.
Go for it.
Get a look at this.
So put 1 there.
Shouldn't we get
Yeah,
this
and
cleaned
so
up
I assume that they must be
Put it back
both
together?
15 amp, I guess.
Hey,
So 120
Yeah.
total.
So place a fuse. Second one. That'll be the kitchen.
How do we get 120 total? Like the 30, 60, 90, 120? Okay, so 30 each then?
Okay.
Let's try this one.
30.
Wait. Match the where the wires are, where they're going into that silver bar. Make them match the holes above them. So like the red kind of candy striped one, make that one go into the first top one,
Right. And then
make one go into the second one, and on and on.
so wait.
Try that.
So is that 30 each? So
I think so. I suck at math, so try it.
yeah. Well,
But
it's
just
30,
make sure that they
60,
match
190,
color.
120. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, that's not right.
Ah, okay.
No.
So what were
Hey,
you
I'm
saying?
moving at my own pace.
Which one was
I
that?
know this stuff.
What's that?
Which one was that didn't work?
Is all 30s in the top and a 15 and a 15 in the bottom. So I'll remove all of these fuses. So what do I place
Okay.
in this one?
The red one.
It says 15, 20, 30.
Which one does that correspond with?
30 is red.
See how loose the bolt
Okay, try it.
strike needs to be replaced.
Does that mean
Okay.
we can't fix the door?
Yes.
Yeah. Not today.
I see what you
Someone
mean.
for an easy fix.
Okay, so you're talking about the wires.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so this is also yellow. Okay.
See?
Right, okay. Yellow wire.
If you can make sure that the numbers and the wires line up to see if they're already in line, because if so, all 4 wires are lined with the 4 holes above them.
I can't see which one's a white wire. That's blue. Okay, so is blue corresponds to white. What looks like white to me is probably blue, I guess.
Yeah, that's great to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems good.
Right.
Picture it now.
Yeah. So it's the wires. You're right. It's the wires, not. Because it said total for the house is 120, so I was just trying to work it out mathematically.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about the numbers myself. Yeah. Because I was thinking, well, if the numbers match up, then they would go in the holes.
Yeah.
Then I would say go for it.
Yeah, because colors was more intuitive to me, but it was like telling us numbers. But yeah.
That depends. Mine are all the same damn colors and switches and shit, so I don't know what to do.
If it just said like, if it just gave you the options like yellow, red, etc., then it probably would have been.
You two look like you got this all in hand, so
that's easier than switches sometimes, because if you lose the thing with the card on it that tells you which switches are for which devices, you're kind of lost.
This is a weird moment where that he reacts to the gun, which makes sense to me, or the where the gun used to be, and then
under the tarp.
Yeah, but then Allison's like, "What was all that about?" It's like, well, it was the gun she tried to kill you both with, or and that's what it seemed to be at the time. So like, it seems weird to be like, what was that all about? It sure looks like a pile of junk to me. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Well, he must know. I mean, what happened, right?
Exactly.
He knows why the gun's gone.
She's like, I wonder why Sam got upset. Like, wouldn't it be upsetting for anyone to see that gun? Like, knowing what happened.
Well, something about it really got to her.
Is it pointing at that bomb?
I think they're kind of trying to flag to us that it's something specifically about Sam, but it's like weird for them to be like, oh, what's the big deal about a gun? It's like, well, that.
Hey, is that the woodsman over there on the shelf? Or just one of those weird creatures? Go to your left. Turn right. Turn right.
That guy.
Keep turning. No, keep turning. On the other shelf, over there.
There's the Mad Huntsman.
Up there.
Mad Huntsman.
That's the hunter right there.
Yeah, the Mad Huntsman is up there. I don't think I can like take him or anything, but he's up there.
So it's something that somebody carved.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's all of these characters.
I think this is where she made all her toys.
They like had in their storybook and carved.
She was so crafty.
And she could draw and write and take pictures.
She could have been an artist. Toilet paper tubes, rope, cardboard.
Maybe a car? Ooh, or a tank. Man, I'm gonna put together the sweetest toolbox ever.
Explore the garage.
What's that?
What did you find?
Do you know who that is?
Yeah. That's Carol, Eddie's mom. I've seen other pictures of her, but never this one.
Man, look at Brown. And Marianne. She looks really happy.
Can I?
Careful, the glass is broken.
Are you okay? It stings. Let's go see Mom. But she'll get mad. You weren't even supposed to be here.
Well, I haven't moved yet.
It's gonna get infected.
Follow the memory.
I don't want to. She said not to disturb her and Eddie. Where are you going?
It's different when she was around. We were family, Eddie. How could you do this to me?
Was Eddie the sheriff?
Yeah. Chief Brown. Or Chief Sheriff. Is that something?
In the present?
Yes. Yeah, the one who raised Allison.
I don't know, but I remember that whatever Eddie had to do, whatever that call was about, it was tearing him up.
Tearing him up? He was being a total cop, and Marianne got pissed and threw him out. But here, I'm gonna show you what I remember. There, by the house.
All cops are bastards?
Yeah, I do think Tyler's the teammate that one.
I had to make that call. I was just following the law.
Oh, yeah? And this little visit right here. What would the law say about this, huh?
Look, I didn't have to come out here, but I did.
You're a goddamn hypocrite. Get out of here.
Marianne.
I said get out! Out!
No, she's alive at that
She
point.
didn't
I
throw
wonder
the
what's
picture
going
at him.
on.
You sure about that?
I think
He was
it's
being a
quite
complete
near
dick.
to,
How can you be sure?
the
We were
night where
eavesdropping.
everything
We could
happened.
barely see a thing.
What do you think
Uh-huh.
happened then?
But yeah, it's not really clear why there was an issue with Eddie. Chief Brown.
I had to make that call. I was following procedure. What I'm legally required to do.
What call?
Why are you here?
We don't know yet.
Pretty sure this isn't.
I wanted you to hear it from me.
Mental illness, domestic violence, fighting with somebody else. I mean, her not being a fit parent.
Well, I'm not going to answer because I've already played
Same
this.
thing so
Okay, I'm just like throwing shit out there.
Memory's a tricky thing.
Wait, when did that happen?
I'm not sure.
Mhm.
I think it was the exact same day she attacked you.
That's what I thought.
Uncle Eddie said he hadn't seen Marianne for weeks.
Yeah, that was bullshit. And
Yeah,
what
it
was
Perhaps
going
he
on?
was
following the
to
law.
them, but,
What was he doing? to himself?
That's the easier explanation. I have no idea.
I don't know. I have no idea. We shouldn't jump to any conclusions.
Look, I
I
know
think
he's
everyone's
prepared.
lying because they don't want to
But that doesn't
admit
make him
their
capable of
like
lying.
sense of
I can't see
culpability.
him being that
Like
cold
even if
with
they're not
Marianne.
all actually
Even if he
really
was being a
responsible
cop.
for it,
I mean,
I think
can,
often
but
when
who
people
knows?
die, the people around them all
guess
feel
memory's a
guilt.
tricky thing.
And the
huh?
way these people are dealing with it is just by like lying and covering it up, basically.
Mhm.
'Cause they don't
They're just
want
not talking.
to deal with their complicity. So are we going to choose Tyler or Allison's?
Goddamn hypocrite.
Which is the one where we saw more.
Well,
Get out of here.
Tyler's is where
You're a goddamn hypocrite.
basically it's just where there
Get
was a
outta
more
here.
contentious relationship between them. Like either way, we
I
know.
choose
Goddamn
Tyler's.
hypocrite.
Yeah,
Choose Tyler's.
yeah. Either way, we know that
Get out
he
of here.
made some kind of a call.
Get off my property
came
right
here.
now.
Oop.
Came here and talked to her about it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, but it
Mhm.
wasn't clear.
So, we agree.
Basically,
Brown
whether she
came
was
out here
upset
and
with
bullied Marianne
Well,
the same
and
day she attacked
Tyler
us.
perceived it as bullying as well.
And then lied about it.
Okay.
Now what?
We go and get a straight answer from
They
him.
definitely lied about
Right
it.
now?
That much is quite
Yes.
clear.
I'll go get my car keys.
Okay.
So
But
everyone
what would
just
these
says,
mountains
"Oh,
of trash do
I
without
stopped
us?"
talking to her,"
Fuck the trash.
and it turns out they were all like talking to her that whole time.
Yeah.
And I think it's like they could see that she was in decline mental health wise, so they kind of
Yeah.
disassociate any sense of responsibility they might have.
I think so.
Man, I can't believe Brown lied. I mean, I may not be the guy's biggest
Oh,
fan,
he's a cop.
but he's always talking about the truth and the law and shit.
Do you have to be so happy about it?
Exactly.
I know you've been waiting for something like this. Something that proves Eddie's an asshole.
Yeah, I definitely relate
Learning
to
about
Tyler
it is
on
really
this
not
one.
cool.
Like, I think Ellison has a point that like
Gotta take this.
it would suck for her
Yeah.
that
Just
the
a
person
sec.
who
I'm
raised
parking the
him,
car.
So,
Tyler, was like constantly ready to.
no, denial's not just a river in Egypt,
Yes.
you know?
Guess I'll just go stretch my legs then.
Because as much as they're having,
Just give me a
unreliable memory, I think in the present they're dealing with their traumas differently, and I think part of her dealing is obviously denial.
Denial.
Okay,
Yeah.
Gina, what's going on?
She just wants to move on and forget, basically.
Oh, that's amazing. When?
They're just in the area for a couple of days, so they'd like to come by day after tomorrow.
Oh, I'm not sure it'll be ready.
Hun, this guy is very motivated, but I know he's looking at other properties. It's not like you've had people breaking down the door.
Oh,
I
no, it's
appreciate that,
massive
but we've kind of got a
and,
lot
like,
going on over here.
in gorgeous
Did I mention
setting.
it would be an all-cash offer?
I think
Mhm.
put it off because we're still investigating the house and we don't know.
Yeah, it's not the right time.
Yeah.
It's not the right time.
A cash offer, Allison.
I'm sorry, but it'll be a total mess. I don't want to waste anyone's time.
Okay, well, you tell me when you're ready.
Huh.
The realtor and Beetlejuice there.
Shit list.
What's that?
It's like the realtor and Beetlejuice. Leave us alone. We'll sell when we're ready. Oh, that's cute.
Kind of rings a bell.
Is that a fox?
Looks like you
Look
found
familiar.
a nice spot.
We've been here before.
Hmm. Yep.
So, Tina?
They're gonna
Tina
do some of
West,
that
realtor.
sitting.
Oh, that Tina. What'd she need?
No.
She had
I
someone
don't
who
like
wanted to
game
see the
without
house,
sitting.
but he could only come by day after
A
tomorrow.
sitting simulator.
Yeah.
And you told her no?
Yeah. We need more time than that to get things cleaned up and, you know.
Thanks.
You don't get much more 21st century than that.
And I guess we just rolled and lose our minds in that
Any
fucking
other-
house.
Obviously, the other
Sounds
part
like
of
a
this is that Tyler really
So, before
doesn't want
Tina
her
called,
to just
we were talking.
dump the house.
Yeah.
So it's also like
I'm not happy
partly
your
about
foster
our
father
relationship with
fucked
Tyler.
up.
Oh yeah? Because you sure
'Cause if
sounded
you-
like
He
it.
hid information about Marianne.
If you choose
I know.
to
You just don't have to rub it
go
in.
ahead with it,
I get it.
Tyler gets
You're
upset
always
with
gonna
you.
side with him over me.
Come on, that's not
Okay.
fair.
Then why do you keep
Get
doing it?
upset with
This
each
town,
other anyway,
these
but
people,
not
they're
with
just
the house.
memories to you.
So
But it's my home, Tyler.
Yeah.
My friends, my family.
it's just over
And as
me
much
in
as I
this
want
case.
answers, I'd rather not lay waste to my entire life to get them.
Yeah, see, I totally understand that from Allison. That like
I didn't come
she's
here
been
to
living
ruin your
there
life, Allison.
for like
Just want some
her
answers.
whole life,
I know.
and
That's why we're doing all
you know,
this, right?
investigating this mystery, which for Tyler is sort of
Digging up stuff, yeah.
and it's something he's been away from, and she's got all these like friends
But that's it.
and relationships.
How about you gonna sulk all day, or I like this view?
I like this view. I just feel like it's a time to maybe
Hometown looks picturesque
cool
from
off.
here, doesn't it?
You're way more attached to this place than you let on.
I don't know. About the house.
About the house.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy Tina found someone willing to pay cash for a house out here, huh?
Yeah. Who has that kind of money and wants to buy a house in Delos Crossing?
Now
I
we'll
guess it
never
is
know.
isolated.
We'll get another buyer.
Hopefully.
But surely there are lots of rich people who want to live, you know, out of the way of the city and all that.
If you can feel its pulse, it's not too late to start. But it's not my
feeling that
place
tight?
for me
Yeah.
to offer lesson. I'll give advice to those who have their own minds.
Found you!
But to share
North
with
Star!
you the simple
Okay,
things
now
I
you're the
find.
star and I'm the compass. Okay,
But still,
and
you
don't
have
cheat.
this message in
I know you were
your
sending me
eyes.
fake
Watch
hints last
stream.
time.
In the
did not.
promise to myself,
Yes, you
I
did.
would express it.
Okay,
Yeah, I guess I dropped for a second. Okay.
Capable, or if I would respond. On the day I woke,
You were always accusing me of cheating.
Because you totally did.
It was a cool game. guessing where you were just by feeling what you felt?
No one else could play with us.
Yeah.
No one else could play it with us.
That was the beauty of it.
For real? You never wanted any other friends?
No, not really. I mean, we had each other. That was enough for me.
So, not too disappointed I turned down our chance to be billionaires?
Nah, all that money would have made me soft. And I've spent way too many years polishing my edgy side. You were right to call me out earlier. I was being a jerk about Eddie.
I'm all for enjoying the wins as they come. But maybe not at the expense of my father figure?
I'll try my best.
Hmm.
I mean, they're definitely probably more aligned with Tyler in that I'm inherently suspicious of Eddie, but I do understand,
Yeah.
you know, where Allison's coming from.
Yeah, but she needs to be a little more suspicious of stuff and a little more critical because, you know, she's kind of the killer.
Especially with everyone lying to them.
Yeah. Huh.
And he's a
Aha!
cop, even if he did.
I knew it was
raise
still here.
I knew we'd been here before. We claimed it as part of the Ronin kingdom.
And it still is.
OA?
All it
Yeah, that
needs is
was
a little update.
that's Ollie Allison when Tyler when
Mhm.
his name Ollie.
Oh, okay.
But Ollie wasn't his birth name. Yeah, it was
I
the
wanted to do back
Yeah.
name he basically shared with Allison at that
Guts.
point.
There, looking better already.
You're right. Way better.
Now it just looks
Ah.
like OTA. So yeah, like that moment, it's quite nice. But as I said last time, I feel
So,
like
what's the plan?
it's sort of about a dead name, but also not. You know.
Yeah.
We go inside and calmly ask Eddie why
So
he's
do we
there.
have to
Right?
interrogate the cop now?
Yes.
Let's try to let him get his side of the story out. Okay.
No.
Oh, yeah. I understand, Mr. Barrow. I'll be sure to let him know. Yes, I have it all written down. Have a good day,
Yeah, I
Mr.
always
Barrow.
find with like the way American pop culture
Morning,
approaches
Mitzi.
cops,
How'd
it's
you
like,
get stuck working reception?
well, they're not real cops, and like, it's like, I mean, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, for example, it's hard not to be affectionate to them because they have nothing to do with like actual cops. But yeah, they're just these weird
Yeah.
fantasy figures. Similar to how the West Wing has nothing to do with politics.
Yeah, a police academy, yeah.
Yeah. At least with Police Academy, it's clear that it's, you know, nothing to do with reality. Whereas with a lot of this stuff,
Yeah.
it's not as
He doesn't seem like he's in the best
explicit.
of moods.
Yeah, I don't know what's
Yeah.
going on, but he's been
Okay, let's see what he's gonna say.
Tyler.
You don't have.
Morning, young man. Can I help you with something?
Oh, sorry. I'm here with my sister.
Your sister? Oh, right.
This is just pointless.
Tyler Ronan. Yeah, I see it now.
Investigating.
Good to see you again.
Like, no, I know it's
You've
not
gotten
a story
tall.
track exactly.
That usually happens between ages 11 and 21.
Yeah, well, welcome home.
Better get cracking on that arrest then. Later.
Thanks, but I won't be here long.
So, what brings you two around?
I'm not going to tell him anything. I'll just say good.
Okay.
Actually, definitely not going to
I
tell
gotta
him we're
get
here
going.
to
I'll see you later.
interrogate the chief.
You said your daughter was with
Yeah.
you during the incident?
Yes, she was.
I'll need her information too.
Hello, middle-aged
Can you give me?
adult.
Morning, Chief
So
Brown.
I'll leave you with some donuts to go
Good morning,
investigate.
Tyler.
Hey, could we talk to you in private? It's a little urgent.
Can you excuse me for a second, Dr. Torres?
Dr.
What's going on, you two?
Torres.
We had a few more questions about our mother.
Look, now's not the best time.
Well, maybe we can come back later then?
Excuse me. Come on.
Mm.
Guys, I'm understaffed today. I've got a receptionist out sick, an officer dealing with personal issues. I need to finish.
Now he doesn't want to
I don't
talk.
have time
Yeah,
to chat right now.
and
We were just hoping
yeah,
for
it's
some
the sort of
answers.
this isn't the time.
Well, I
which
don't know what
definitely
more you
suggests
think
now
I'm
will
going
be
to
the time.
say. I already told you everything. I need to get back to this complaint.
It's getting
Sorry,
cagey.
Like, if that was really the
when he's
issue, if
stubborn
the
like
issue was
that,
just that he was
so what
busy,
now?
he could say like, come back at this time, you know, or we'll talk tonight.
Exactly.
Where were we?
Okay, so we get the truth ourselves.
Well, he's obviously not going to give us the truth. So I say we go get it ourselves. Where do you think they'd stash her file?
I don't know. The archive room? Maybe Eddie's office? Wait.
So they look like they're just standing around?
Breaking and
Yeah, I
entering a
guess
police
so.
archive.
Just
Go big or
staring
go
at each
home.
other.
Dr. Torres, you said your daughter was with you during the incident?
Yes, she was.
I'll need her information.
Hey, maybe eavesdrop on
Her
this.
name and date of birth?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think it's relevant, but why
Isabella
not?
Henderson, July 16th.
How about don't stand right there, but like eavesdrop on the other
Say her
side?
last name?
Well, the AI
Yes,
isn't
my
that
father's.
good, so it doesn't really matter.
My ex-husband.
Does she live
No.
with you most of the time?
They
No,
just do.
Her father has
what
primary
they do.
custody. Because of my hours. She stays with me on the
Hmm.
weekends.
I mean, yeah, the thing to do would be like go to the vending machine, get a drink or something, but yeah. Just look busy.
Did you get his attention and he shut up?
What's that?
All right.
Yeah, everything's fine.
Oh yeah,
We're
so we
just,
have to find
Yeah.
a way
we're
out
just
to
telling
say
Got
you
his
where the
attention.
upstairs
Yeah.
bathroom is. Tyler, help
He
me
stopped
out here.
talking because he got his attention.
Yeah. Toilet emergency, lake water, you know, Mother Nature's juice cleanse.
There's a bathroom just
Huh.
past the break room. Behind you. First door on your right.
Forget it, Tyler. There's no way we're getting upstairs out in the open like this. It's too suspicious. There
All
must
right.
be another way up.
Incident report
just
states you
look
called
around.
yesterday at
Yeah.
6:13.
Okay, act normal.
Alright.
Maybe get the sister to talk to the
Let's see.
person at the front desk, and then sneak upstairs when she's not when she's
Fire exit.
No,
busy.
he's
Opens up
found
to a
the
staircase on the
route
side
to
of the
the fire
building.
exit.
But it'll definitely be locked from the inside.
Ah,
If one of us were to create a diversion, the other could
No.
slip upstairs and open the door. And since you're the troublemaker, I nominate you as the one to make a scene.
Wait, really?
Got a better idea?
so how?
Not really. No.
Right. Let's go.
Hmm. Well,
Guess I probably can't trip the circuit breaker, but I could turn the lights off.
Just go. Improvise.
I'll hit it.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Be like, oops, I backed into it. Yeah.
Oh, whoops.
Tyler.
It's pretty weak diversion, but
Did she take advantage of
I
it?
guess so, 'cause she's not there anymore.
All right. I'm in position.
I
Wait,
can't
no.
believe that,
Turn
that
right
just
when you
like
exit the
switching the
station
light
and
off
follow
would
the
give her an
side of the
opportunity
building.
to run
The
upstairs.
staircase will be right there.
Hmm.
But you know, it's a plot device, I guess.
Crisp winter hair.
Okay. I'm by the door.
I think a more
Come on.
significant division would be better.
Yeah, this is a hell of a security hole here.
Yeah. Although she's opening from inside.
Quick, get in. Oh
Mhm.
God, what did I just do?
You took control of your destiny.
And like nobody can hear them walking around upstairs.
How old is Brown?
38.
Oh, wow. Graduated really young.
Youngest officer to ever join the DCPD.
Definitely.
Eddie catches us in here.
There's no turning back now.
I'll see what you can see.
Mail files, department budgets.
Look on the desk, look into the drawers, look into...
Yeah. Well, we're actually going to the evidence room, I think.
Looks like this is where Brown keeps all his personal mail.
But we may as well just investigate.
Looks like he's working with the Office of Child Services on the case.
None of our business.
Downstairs, huh? What's that one say?
Why is Brown on a first-name basis with the director of Fireweed? Oh.
What'd you find?
It's an invoice. Eddie Brown, you'll find enclosed the final invoice for resident Tyler Ronan. The Fireweed administration would like to thank you for all of the support you've given us over the years.
So yeah, he was paying for Fireweed.
That's a lot of money.
More backdoors and
Okay,
secret moves.
what's the one at the bottom say?
Well, now I feel like You applied to a summer drama program back in 2009?
I did, but they rejected me. Michael and I were supposed to go together.
Shannon Street.
Yeah. But yeah, this says it was accepted.
Well,
I'm delighted.
This letter says you got in.
What the hell? So he just turned
So that's pretty
I'm
bad.
sorry, Allison.
Lying about that.
I'm surprised he's lied to me.
Like just wanting to
Not good.
hold on to her or something.
Controls both of their lives.
Yeah.
Okay, so where's the
Which
files?
I'm sure he
Yeah.
thinks of as benevolent, but it's really controlling.
Huh. The Dallas Police Force is getting a new
So-
officer.
Finally.
This guy has a record, and not a short one. Why is he even in the running?
Eddie has a really hard time hiring people out here. I don't think he has a choice.
There's always a choice.
Sandwich artist.
That's it.
General discharge. Was it a good discharge? Yeah, general, not a
Yeah,
dishonorable.
Dishonorable. So there were.
What's in the drawers?
Yeah, there were good candidates and not so good. Oh, I think
Ah,
this was
there
a
we
little
go.
collectible.
Huh. Hey, you.
Anything over here?
Delos Crossing hosts charity events?
Oh, yeah. Community social. He volunteered to help. Since he pretty much knows everyone, and more importantly, who's called the cops on who.
And it's,
He's in charge of the
think
city
that-
chart.
Cultural event.
Let's put the Vecchies next to...
Can you not?
Okay.
That's so insufferable. Okay.
With the bias training.
So yeah, there's a
What
note.
does that mean?
I don't know. But there's a reference number.
What's that say?
R68653.
So Ronan case and his reference number for the Ronan case.
Okay.
Tom
Let's see
and
who else is
Eddie
in
over
here.
for dinner?
Oh, yeah. He's
So
been
this
trying
is
way too hard to get Eddie's
Pitchy
endorsement.
social
Does he?
climbing.
Support?
Implicit bias training. It's apparent. I think somebody got fired for being sexist, so I guess that's how this is happening. Which is, you know, what is it? 40% of cops beat their wives, so getting immediately fired for saying something sexist sounds a bit.
What did that one say?
What's that?
Oh, maybe that's why, because of what it said there, Nacho Mama. See what that one says?
This is the important one, though.
Click.
Okay, now.
Yeah, but click on the bottom one.
Okay, we are all adults here. Yeah, see, this is. No, it's not that.
Okay, that was somebody talking
actually,
about
you might be
the.
right about hopelessness, Ariel. I know there was another situation where someone asked the woman, what's her name, to get her coffee, and that was an issue. But I guess this is also tied in with one other. But I don't think that the important thing is Ronan case reference number. So.
Okay.
Okay, back.
One of his emails mentioned the archives.
Yeah.
That's gotta be where our file is.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. So that'll be helpful. We'll know which one to find now.
Please tell me you know what the
Ah.
To the highly confidential police archive?
Then how am I supposed to open the door?
We spent hours playing next to this room. I'd see people go inside all the time.
0164?
Does this
It's definitely those numbers. Like in one order or another.
Go on, try.
They have the fingerprint. So dum da dee doo. Da. Okay. Do. So that's da dee do. So this is second, this is fourth. Dum da. Presumably D. Okay. Right.
I don't think that's the right order.
But it's okay. Dum.
Why didn't you click on the last one?
Da. D. Do. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's so silly. That like the idea that you recognize it based on that, but at least it gets you the subtitles.
Looks like they're finally going digital.
Oh, that's right. I remember Eddie complaining about this. They're gonna have to resort everything.
Great.
They've digitized their closed files, but only the ones before 1990. Meaning our file is still somewhere in those boxes.
Perfect. A room of scattered case files and a half-done sorting system.
Yep. This is gonna be so fun for you. I'm gonna go keep a lookout.
What? Why do I have to be the one stuck with box duty?
Because if anyone sees me, I'll have a better excuse for being there. Reach out if you need anything. R68653. Look it up.
Look it up, she says. Okay.
2008.
Oh, here. 05.
05, right there, right there. Yep.
Cool. Alright.
Nicely in a box.
Looks like a step-by-step record of the investigation.
Can you see what it says?
So notified by my partner, Officer Christian Holt of accident at 12 Cannery Road. White female identified as Marianne Ronan, falling over deck into lake. Holt and I arrived at the scene, so yeah, that's the when she died. Arrived at the scene. Local witnesses, miner's name redacted, Ronan, miner's name redacted, Ronan. Children of Marianne Ronan, couldn't get a statement from them as they were under dire stress and shock. The children were taken under care of blah blah blah. Coroner arrived at the scene, rolled prints of victim, completed photographs of scene and recovered the shotgun. Okay. So turn.
Well?
So far, I'm not seeing anything we didn't know already. It does reference some other files and audio recordings, though.
You might be able to look those up on the computer. Even if our file hasn't been digitized yet, they may already have it in the appendix.
Yeah, they might have turned them into MP3s or something.
Okay, so computer.
Do you have to put the file back? Or?
Yeah, I guess he does that automatically. Which is good. In Life is Strange, sometimes when you do stuff like this, you have to remember to do that stuff,
by
or
keywords. What should I look for?
Discovered.
I don't know.
Like investigating David Manson stuff, you have to make sure you like close all the cupboards.
So March 1st, 2005?
Yeah. Okay, so
That's
we know where that is, I guess. MA Roman personal information rap sheet. Okay, so it's 05, more 05 and R6 ones. Okay.
Do you have to print them or?
No, I think that they refer to
1889.
They refer to where the files are. Feel like they might still be in this shelf. Okay, 2008.
Okay.
2005. R63.
R61.
R61. Yeah. Okay.
There.
Okay. That's her.
Yeah.
How old? 41, 64. Okay, unemployed. That's what she had, her shotgun and all that.
Yeah. None of that is really new, I don't think.
I found a summary. Wow, this is a real detective novel. Brown's quite the wordsmith.
He's not a writer, Tyler.
Anything? See, Marianne became enraged and threatened Ronan with shotgun. Ronan fled the garage towards the lake, calling for help. Marianne followed, still armed, out of the dock on the southern side of the property.
So this is Tyler's.
The name is redacted. We don't know which kid it is. Yeah.
I think see it, but it says what they did. So and we know already that story. So like, mine's Ronan entered the garage, for example. So this is, I mean, this is their shared account of what happened, which we've basically seen before.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's more.
It's recordings and stuff. Okay.
Talos Crossing Police Department.
Hello? Hello?
Hello, I can hear you.
It's my mom.
So when we look at the...
She fell in the water.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, where are you now?
Home. We're home.
Are you alone? Where's your dad?
It's just me and my sister.
All right, honey, can you give me your address?
12.
Yeah, does he not know that it's
Just stay right where you are, okay? We're sending someone out to help you.
him?
Don't hang up.
Because wouldn't Brown know both kids?
Been there, done that.
It's he wasn't talking to Brown.
Here.
I don't think. There we are. Important child neglect report.
Theft report. Interesting. Child neglect.
Okay, I need to check out 2005-201-546.
5-201.
But those already gone lower.
There we are. 5-201.
Okay. Got it. Yeah, I didn't see it.
Okay. Here's one of the complaints. Shit.
Like, I've done manual research and libraries with, like,
shoplifting
original material, but it's very much helpful
I've
as a
heard-
librarian.
She said she'd already paid for them.
Tessa also
I do
accused her
not
of
know
child
Dewey
abuse.
Decimal the loan because
Is there any more to that?
Yeah.
I think, is this Dewey Decimal? I think it's that and
No.
year, maybe. Because it doesn't include
It's
the
year.
It's year, but then there's other parts.
Dewey Decimal goes by has letters in it.
Yeah, but from the
Like
R62 and all that. What's the R62 and all that?
No, it would be by name. Dewey Decimal would be by name and place kinds of words. So like if it was like what's the mom's last
it's
name?
Topics and that, but like we've got the year.
So it would be like under M or whatever, Marianne, whatever. Yeah. No, it's not Dewey Decimal. This is something else. Where's the stab wound? It was not fatal though. You said blood, froth seen in mouth and nose, cerebral edema, waterlogged
There's drowning.
lungs and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, which is news. So basically, yeah, she drowned.
Okay. So that's a little off of the girl's conscience, right?
Yeah.
Got something.
Oh yeah.
Here.
Oh.
Okay. It's not giving me any more options, presumably, because that is something I need to check out.
Check out 0501 COMEB.
Oh, there we are. Got it.
Here we go. Jesus. Unbelievable. Allie, Tessa called fucking social services on us. And Eddie went along with it. What? Where are you? What's going on?
So that's what Eddie coming over was about. Child services.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
I mean, you can sort of see why in the state that I don't think it was a good solution. But, you know, with someone being as moralistic as Tessa and the way that Marianne was behaving, you know, it doesn't surprise me.
Tessa's name came up. Search for her.
Incident.
05R68 miscellaneous.
Yeah. Hospital discharge.
Okay. I need to check out.
That's not long ago.
R68 MISC.
Isn't that 05R?
I think it's at the end, on the other side, or that one. It's at the end. Go to your right. Okay, go to the wall. And go to your right. The miscellaneous one should be at the end here. One of these ones at the end.
Yeah, there's
like that one.
There.
Okay.
Yep.
It's confusing because it
That's
doesn't
right.
have R68. But...
It didn't have the number on it. Yeah.
Why is that here?
Letters.
So this is Ronan. Which Ronan is it? Concussion.
Hmm.
So Marianne had a concussion.
Hmm. Interesting.
Need to get moving.
I mean, the big thing was that
Shit. I'm sorry, Tyler. I couldn't stop him. He's coming your way.
is that
Get out.
Uncle, we didn't mean
I'm
to.
not gonna repeat myself.
Tessa was investigating.
You're a goddamn hypocrite.
Hmm.
I said move it.
Hey! Get off me!
Rather spend the night here? Come on!
I said don't fucking touch me!
Go on. And consider yourselves lucky you're family.
Let's talk in private.
You're right. Family. And for Allison's sake, we should talk.
About what?
We saw our file. We know about social services. Why? Why did you turn your back on her? Why did Tessa?
Okay. Yeah, you're right. We need to talk.
Hmm.
The winter before your mother's death was hard. Devil's Crossing was snowed in for months. Most roads were closed, and plane supplies were scarce. Everyone was struggling.
Especially Marianne.
Yeah. She was always just scraping by. And that winter left nothing to scrape up. Even if locals had found time to help her. I'm not sure your mother would have accepted.
So Tessa came to you,
they're
maybe?
inquiring. We want to know what's going on.
You're saying Tessa reported her mother because she was having supply issues?
Tessa came to me because she was honestly concerned.
Right.
I was legally required to report Tessa's complaint, even if I didn't agree.
Yeah.
So you took her word for it and called child services.
Mm-hmm. Don't push it.
Adequate food, lack of appropriate supervision, inattention to a child's psychological care. Like it or not, she had a case.
What? It's bullshit.
Just following the law, then. Right.
Is that why you came over that day, before she died? You felt shitty, didn't you? That's why you broke procedure?
I had to warn her that it was happening and that it wasn't looking good. An assessment worker had been assigned and started doing background checks. What else was I supposed to do?
I thought always telling each other the truth was our #1 rule.
Still is, little moose.
And yet you still lied.
I didn't want you two putting yourselves through unnecessary hurt. But you're adults and that was your choice to make. I'm truly sorry.
Thank you, Uncle.
What do you think? Think it's bullshit?
Yeah.
What? It's bullshit. He didn't forget to water your goddamn plants. He lied. You know what? Never mind. Eddie, you keep trying to point your finger at Tessa, but you have to take responsibility for your part in our mother's death.
I've asked myself over and over for the past 10 years what I could have done different. I know I made a big mistake with you two here. And you've got every right to be angry. Being a father? Well, it's a pretty tough job. I've tried my best.
Is he guilted and divided, or is he just still trying to cover it up? No, it's not that easy.
I'm sorry, Eddie. It's not that easy.
Let's see how he responds.
It's time we move on. See you around, Chief.
Uncle,
It's all good, Allison.
Pretty harsh
Let's have a
giving
talk
back
later.
the ring.
Just us, okay?
all right. I'll see you later.
Yeah. Is right, I think. It's not.
I don't know.
What's that?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously, like, he's lied to them multiple times.
Yeah.
I mean,
but if he was trying to make it up to them,
yeah,
that's rough too. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
To get
giving
this
the ring
out of
back
him,
is pretty harsh, I think.
there?
Especially
I'm
when they
sorry.
emphasize that's
Hey,
like a,
you know the drill.
Accepting
Chin
and
up.
not accepting gifts in Tlingit
Chin
culture
up,
is quite
stand tall.
significant.
Yeah.
Girl.
And I think he was
I thought
pretty
you were severe.
reasonable. So
Yeah,
yeah.
I wouldn't have given
Bernie?
the ring back.
That's a
but,
no for me.
I'd still be
Only
pissed.
Yeah,
at
I'd
him.
wait.
Necessary
I'd wait until
Are
it
we still
turns
on
out
lunch
he
tomorrow?
was
Yeah,
wrong.
sure.
Yeah,
I'll
I'd still
text
be
you.
pissed at him for all the lying. Like, not just about the Tessa stuff. He also, you know, there's the dance studio, like that he didn't tell her she was accepted. That's pretty bad.
She.
Uh,
And she doesn't know that, does she?
Oh, I think Tyler's told her now. But
okay.
yeah, no, that's pretty bad. That's really controlling. And I think he thinks he's
Allison.
trying to do
What?
good, but like, he's a cop, and he also
You feel
seems
like
to
shit.
think
How can you tell?
protecting people involves lying to them a
Because
lot.
I feel like shit.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do about Tessa?
Nothing. Look, we're not gonna do anything. That's enough, Tyler. Talk to Tessa? Why? What are you looking for? What are you expecting her to say?
I thought she loved us.
Really?
Chief Brown, is it true? Is she... Oh my God. Children,
Tessa, you need to leave. Come on, kids.
Everything is going to be all right, okay? You're going to be okay, I promise.
Go home. You can't be here right now.
Oh God.
It's interesting even the cutscenes are not necessarily the memory.
I think I know what happened.
Alright, what's your theory?
I think because it was such a harsh year for all of them, and that she owed them money, that because she was drowning, or she fell in the water, I think they finished her off and drowned her. So it looked like an accident, or it looked like whatever happened.
You mean like Eddie and
I think I'm
Tessa
hearing
and stuff,
something.
Well,
Or maybe Tessa and her
the world
husband.
didn't vanish.
Tessa and Tom.
Well, again, I will not comment because I have spoilers.
Okay.
But
Given who
it's
is
good to know
here,
your
we
theory.
can't count out the rapture quite yet.
Good. Put that one on the wall there.
I need to take a breather. I'm gonna do a bit of shopping. You look for Tessa, okay?
Oh, and the
I mean, it could be the
wall,
whole
like
town.
yeah, we should definitely
Or the
get
whole church.
Pinboard, like multiple strings that are required.
Yeah. I mean, it could be the church.
Oh, yeah.
Tessa, her
Church
husband, and the
conspiracy.
church.
Out 6 from the trunk and set my sights.
Hey guys, I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Morning.
What were you guys talking?
Just looking at
Talking
objectives.
about?
Fine, Tessa.
I don't think you'd be interested.
Oh, you knock. Okay.
Thomas.
Guess you just ask him if he's seen her.
What do you mean? We've got enough signatures. It should have at least been enough to stall construction while we figure out our next move.
You two just can't stay away, huh?
Unfortunately, we're looking for Tessa again.
She took off about half an hour ago. Sorry.
Ask is Tom
Know if he'll be
busy?
back soon?
I don't know if she's even coming back. No one tells me anything.
How about Tom? He busy?
He's been in the office all morning, so who knows? But it's Tom, so it's probably safe to interrupt him.
Not helpful.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we know Tessa's not here.
Hello, Tyler. Can I help you?
Just have to be on that side for some reason.
Hey, I hope this isn't a bad time, but is Tessa around today?
She had to step out for a family matter. This wouldn't be something I could help with, would it?
Yeah, maybe, actually. We were over at the police station and we took a look at Marianne's case file.
Okay.
Tessa reported Marianne.
How about why was Tessa at the station?
Why did Tessa come to the police station that night?
She was looking for you two. To make sure you were okay. When she heard what happened, she was a mess.
How exactly did she hear about it so fast?
Can't remember who called, but you know how it is. No news travels faster than a secret. Everyone knew 5 minutes after Brown was on his way out.
Didn't Tessa report Marianne?
Tessa reported Marianne to social services. Did you know?
Vaguely.
Vaguely.
But I didn't get involved. I didn't think I really had anything to
be
add.
vague about.
You never thought to mention it?
Well,
Your wife.
He should have mentioned it when he told you the last
That would have come up.
Yeah, I mean,
And I didn't want to rub salt.
like it's a small community. Your wife.
How about when we were in
reporting
the store yesterday asking about it
someone you
point
know,
blank?
the
That was
child
between you and
negligence.
Tessa.
It's not
I
a
try
small
to
thing.
stay out of other people's affairs.
But we've
I
run out
guess
of
it's
questions.
Tom. Yeah.
Thank you.
I really don't buy that staying out of
I'm
other people's
sorry if you
affairs
felt
answer.
Yeah, his responses are kind of cagey.
Yeah.
people around
His
here.
wife certainly
Put it
doesn't
mildly.
stay out of other people's
Allison,
affairs.
you know this better than anybody.
What's he
But your
saying?
mother's death left a scar
Resistance
on
from
this
people
community.
around.
Now, I won't claim we went through anything close to what you did, but it was a cruel reminder of the limits of trust.
We need the truth to heal.
Well,
Yeah.
if we want to get past the limits of trust, we all need to face what happened, which means being completely honest about it.
We all want to find peace, kids. It's just harder for some people to talk about the past. Now,
Making
you let
me
know
think
if you
about
have
my
any other
theory.
questions, okay?
Hey,
Yes?
you said I should remind you not to be late for your meeting, so don't be late.
Yep. Yep. I'll be on my way in a minute.
We like Michael,
So,
even if we don't like
kids,
Tom, I think.
was there
Maybe I shouldn't speak for you on that one.
anything else you two wanted to talk to me about?
Did you ever hear any rumors about our mother? Like, who our father might have been?
I'm not exactly a rumor monger. Your mother was close to a few men, but whether they were your father, I couldn't say. But look, Oh, gosh.
Sam?
I'm sorry. I really have to go.
cagey. But yeah, definitely she was seeing people.
Michael, could you finish up the storage room?
I didn't
and then
think it was
just,
up in the air
close up?
as
Yeah,
to
sure
who the
thing,
father was. I
boss
just
man.
thought that maybe
See
he
you
left or they were divorced or whatever.
Yeah.
This is a wrinkle.
Yeah, it's starting to be flagged as an issue. I didn't think about it initially
Why
either.
not?
I was just like, well, she was a
I
single
came here
mom.
to talk to Tessa,
Like, I
and
didn't
she's
really
not here.
think
She's
about
at the
it much.
cemetery, visiting her parents.
Well, given the conservatism here.
Hey, tell you what. Why don't you guys help me close the store, and then we can drive over together? I've been meaning to pay my uncle a visit.
Can't we just wait for her to come back here? I'm not really excited
Who's
about
his uncle?
Allison, we don't have to visit her grave.
Who's Michael's uncle?
I'm gonna start working in the store.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure,
Tyler,
but
join
I
me
think
when
he's
you're
in the same
Sure
clan
thing. Just
as
give me a sec.
Uncle Eddie. Or Allison's Uncle Eddie, that's what he calls her. Anyway.
Where'd that question about our father come from?
I'm curious what he knows.
I've just been thinking about who he might be. And if he knows anything that could help us figure this shit out.
Why? He wasn't a part of our lives. Besides, Marianne always said we never had a father.
Well, her name
The
might have been
huntsman.
Mary, but I don't think she was a likely candidate for Immaculate Conception. Hey, so you look less than thrilled with the plan.
Yeah, like I said, I am not stoked to be going to the cemetery.
You won't be alone.
Yeah.
I know, but I'll be there too. And Michael.
I'm not sure I want to drag him into this.
Hey, he offered. He wants to be there for you.
For me, huh? Well, we need to get the store closed, so go give him a hand.
We get to hang out with one of the actually cool people in this town. Katie's the only person I think I unambiguously like, other than the siblings.
Already counted there, but I just need you to double check a few things. It's not complicated.
I've got this in the bag.
Oh yeah? Because you're just that good, huh?
This is the silliest minigame.
I'm clowning. I don't even know where to begin. What do I do?
Yeah, let's start with an easy one. Alright. Go to the back of the room and tell me how many cans of Molto Bene brand tomato sauce we have left.
Literally just counting cans. So 4, 8, 12, 14. Right.
Hold on. Let me count this. There's 14 cans of Malta Bene tomato sauce.
Okay. Sounds about right.
Man, I'm so good at this.
That was easy.
Counting.
I need you to count the bottles of bleach for me.
Bottles of bleach. People talk about the minigames being easy, and this is the only one where I just find it silly. So, I mean, I guess it depends if we're counting those ones on the right, but otherwise it's 6. And we're not counting the ones on the right because 8 isn't an option.
6?
No, wait, 9.
All right. Not bad, Tess. Not bad.
Careful. They might give me your job.
Oh,
I mean, they're joking about how easy
What's next?
this is, but the thing is, the hard thing in working a store like this would not be counting the stock. You know, it'd be dealing with people, cleaning, that kind of thing.
What's up?
I need your opinion on this masterpiece.
Is that supposed to be me?
Yeah, come on. Look at the hair. Nailed it, right?
I think it's really bad. It's like a really... I'm gonna say it's beautiful because I want Michael to like
Honestly,
us.
it's beautiful.
And actually, I don't think it's a bad drawing
make fun
in
of me.
itself.
I'm not.
It just doesn't look like
Oh,
Tyler.
maybe a little bit, but I like it. For real.
Well, it helps to have a good model.
So, this is what you're up to while I was out there doing your work?
What can I say? I'm a multitasker.
Hey, multitasker, I think you made a mistake here. Total amount should be 36.
Oh, how dare you, sir?
What? I just don't want you to get in trouble.
Yeah, you're right. You know, I'm off my game today.
Alright, anything else you wanted me to check?
Yep, one last thing, and then we should be free from this purgatory.
Hit me.
Can you count how many plushies we have in that box over there?
Also, I guess part of the thing with this kind of manual work is not necessarily that it's hard, but just that it's mind-numbing.
So...
this is a little bit harder to count because they're all stacked up. So there's 2, 4...
Well, I think they're even.
Yeah, except there's the ones on the right side are like different from the other 2. So it's 2, 4, 6.
Actually,
8,
yeah.
Wait, I think it might not be even. I think it's 11.
Yeah, it's not even. No.
Yeah.
There's one less on the third right.
Yeah. Because they're stacked.
Did I get it wrong?
Differently in the right. Well, I mean, it's
Michael?
like they've just been thrown in, really.
Ouch! What the fuck?
Hey, sorry. It was just too tempting.
Is there one of the dolls?
Yeah, I guess so.
Lesson number 1.
They're throwing Tonys
start
around?
Inventory. Never let your guard down.
You have no idea what you just
Yeah,
started.
inventory
First
is
one with 3
definitely
confirmed hits
a,
wins. Cool.
Situation where you really need to be alert. Okay, yeah, shoot.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool. Which side is he on now? Can't see him. There he is.
It's on the other. Right there. Left. Behind that box.
Damn, overshot it.
Come on, is that all you got, Ronan?
You just wait.
Just you wait. I've got a strategy.
Oh yeah?
Oh, good, it cleared up.
Yeah, he's definitely playing 4th dimensional chess here. Real strategist. Oop. Okay, shoot.
Shoot.
Damn, overshot it.
Yeah. Oh, do like Space Invader. Shoot where he's gonna be, or where he was.
Sorry.
So, is this a typical workday for you?
Nah, I usually have such good-looking company back here.
The thing I find with these mini games, good looking.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I'm good-looking company, huh?
It's just the basic you
Let it
used
get
to
to
the
your head.
mechanics,
I'm still
which are always
destroying
specific to the mini games. The game's already over.
Mhm.
But, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's frustrating. See, like with this, like shoot now. 2 of them.
Damn, overshot it.
See, I'm not getting how the clicking works. Okay.
Now? Nope.
Hey, is it cool that we're throwing these toys around? Aren't you guys gonna, like, sell them?
Nah, supplier made a typo on Becky. Can't sell any of them.
Down a little to the left.
We've got to wait for him to emerge.
Right there. Stay right there. Go.
I don't actually.
Damn, overshot it.
Yeah. It's not that responsive when you try to do the shoot part, huh?
Damn, overshot it.
Why is it overshooting? I guess it has to be lower.
Yeah, we better wrap this up soon.
Damn, overshot it.
So it's overshooting, which is weird because I'm like, okay.
Hmm.
Oh, man.
I mean, it doesn't really.
I told you not to doubt the golden arm.
Well, we'll never make that mistake again. Okay. I need to finish this inventory thing real quick.
At least we
This
can
is
count.
probably done already.
Got in that corner.
Here. Let's hit the bitch's grotto.
The what?
Fancy name for the couch where Allison and I sit during breaks.
Ah, alright, cool. Let me see what you've done with the place.
Cool. Okay, poster.
Oh, hey, see that container? That's for you.
Oh, nice.
Huh?
It's the trout I caught yesterday at the buzzard hole.
A lot of
Grilled it up
fish
with my
skins here.
world-renowned marinade.
I guess it is a
Mhm.
fish. Okay.
That's
What's it say?
actually super thoughtful.
What's that?
Thank you.
You sound...
I couldn't see what the options
No,
to say were.
sorry.
It keeps glitching out on my end.
People randomly doing nice things.
It's
for
just
me.
thoughtful or joking about his marinade. So I went with thoughtful because we want Mike to like us again. That is the main like guiding factor here. Take the main muskrat. Oh yeah,
What's
hot
that?
priest.
Is that a picture of a priest with little hearts?
Yeah. That's the hot priest who hosts Bible study with Tessa.
He
For
genuinely
the
is a
record, that was
hot priest.
Allison's doing. She had a crush on him for ages. But he is very, very hot.
Shit. Yeah. I remember him from when we were kids. That's
Who's the
Batista.
Thornbirds?
Yeah, he's got that silver fox thing going on now, see?
The Thornbirds with the priest having an affair miniseries from the 80s.
Poster time.
I'm surprised Tessa let you hang this up.
Yeah, she hates it. But as long as I don't promote my
God.
lifestyle in front of the customers, she didn't say anything.
She
Yeah,
really
really.
tries to
Must be
deny that she's
exhausting
into
to
that
spend your
stuff
days
anymore, but she
educating these
is.
people.
Here's the thing, I don't. Opening the mines of this town will be a full-time fucking job. And emotional labor pays shit.
Mm.
I feel like
Have
this
you ever
is a
been
gay
to-
question to ask.
Hey, I hope this isn't too personal, but you ever been with anyone in Delos Crossing?
I dated a guy in high school for a minute, but we had to keep it quiet. I've been with a few other people, but that shit's tricky out here. And what about you? You ever been with a guy? I mean, assuming you're into guys, which I guess I kind of did.
You assume you make an ass out of you and me.
I think never met the right person more implies that you know you're into guys, as opposed to
I guess.
figuring my shit out as like, I don't know.
I've
I'm just going
never
with all the
really
gay
been
options.
with anybody. Guess I was too busy processing trauma or whatever. But
Mm.
if I met a guy I was into,
As opposed to,
who knows?
I'm not sure, it's more like, if I met the right guy. Do you ever get lonely here if you've been with anyone here?
Do you ever get lonely in Delos Crossing?
Yeah, sometimes. So I'm always in Juneau working with the JCE, meeting new people. I gotta make my shit happen for me, because no one else will.
Right. I feel you.
I guess anyway.
Anyway.
And I'm done. I gotta tell you, it's so weird to finally meet the other Ronan.
You mean the OG Ronan? I was born first, you know.
Is that so? Thought Allison said she was.
Well, our mother never actually told us, but it was me. So,
Surely
why is
they
it
have
so weird to meet me?
birthdays.
Because I just heard Allison tell your story
Huh?
so many times. She told me
He says
everything about
she
you.
never told them, but surely they have
Fireweed,
birthdays.
your transition.
Well, if the twins, they'd have the same day as the birthday, right?
It's fine.
Except for
She asked me
minutes
first.
to say who's
Yeah,
born
figures.
first.
Right.
That lady is thorough and she loves you like crazy.
I know. So, yeah. You were probably the first person to know about it other than Allison.
I'm glad you trusted me.
Allison ate the
Finally get to
triple.
know you in the flesh. You're pretty alright.
you're not too bad yourself, right?
Not too bad yourself.
This is
Yeah.
See, this is the first.
You're not too bad yourself.
Because so I don't talk over it.
You
But
flirt a lot.
this is the
Flirting a lot.
Exactly. And see, this is the first Don't Nod game where I'm actually interested in the male love interest. Like we had Warren, we had that douche in Before the Storm, who is not even really in a love interest, and then we had real hippie douche in Life is Strange 2, who I really didn't like. Now I've got Michael, and finally there's a good male love interest. But yes, anyway.
I try not to be, especially around guys I'm trying to impress. So I wasn't
Trying
blowing
to
smoke
impress,
when I
huh?
said you should move to Juneau with us. I've got a community there. Could be yours too.
Fitting in. There's a concept.
You threw away the
You
ring.
have no idea how life-saving a chosen family can be. They pulled me out of the dark more times than I can count.
I hear you. Hey, can I ask you a question?
Of course. Shoot.
Why do you care so much if I move to Juneau?
Look, like I said, I want to get to know you.
Because I'm just that fascinating, huh?
Honestly, yeah. I think you might be one of a kind, Tyler Ronan.
You're swell too. I think you're swell too, right?
Yeah.
We're not looking for the same thing.
Golly
I'm
gee, Michael,
overruling
I
you.
think you're swell too. You're the cat's pajamas.
Yeah, friend zone him right there.
I've got way better compliments than that.
Like they would say.
I can't open with my
Say,
best friend.
you know, just say, yeah, I'm not looking into the same thing. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
You better?
For sure.
Guys,
If that's something you'd be interested
I don't understand that
I
concept.
might be. Yeah.
Oh, hey.
I've been standing at that counter for an hour waiting for you two
To be fair, he
dum-dums
could
to
just
come
not be
back.
into Michael, but that would be
Are you guys ready to go?
incomprehensible.
I think we've done about as much damage as we can back here.
Yeah. Let's go.
That was well written.
Yeah, it was nice. It dealt with the isolation quite well, and like it had that like sense of people sort of
Here we are.
trying to, inquire like about each other's preferences. The kind of cautious questioning part.
Yeah, calling each other out there. Yeah.
No problem.
Try not to be too
sure we can't
nosy.
drive you back?
Nah, you're like stretching my legs. It isn't far. Anyway,
It's like
can't put the wind in a bottle.
it's not generally
Alright.
socially done to be like, do you want to be in a relationship with me? Which is sometimes how I approach it, because it's like
Tessa
fuck
should be at her
all this
parents'
subtext
grave,
and guessing
far from
and
the
like
entrance.
applying things. Yeah.
Look for a big crooked tree. You can't miss it.
Well, I kind of think
I'm gonna
like
go
that's
check
kind
into
of
my
like
uncle.
at certain levels that's kind of like a really mature thing to
For
do.
real.
At the same time, like
It's like we're all adults here.
Yeah.
What we're be interested in.
yeah, I mean I very much defend my decision to operate like that, but I understand the enjoyment
pretty
of
spooked.
like
I've
ambiguity
never
and
been a
just
big fan
flirting
of
and that.
cemeteries. Especially after,
The chase.
you know.
I promise after this we can chill at the house. Cool?
But yeah, I think I'm just too anxious for that fundamentally. Okay.
Well, at least this kid can
So,
like read
did
signals
you
and
ever
stuff.
Yeah.
I'm
I mean, Tyler's a bit more awkward than Michael,
People always
but
feel like they have the whisper in
yeah.
cemeteries.
It was
I don't
really Michael more
Probably just a
making
mirror neuron
rules
thing.
there.
Oh, what?
Monkey see,
Mm-hmm.
monkey
But,
do.
yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, have you been back here at all since the funeral?
No, I've never had a reason to.
Yeah, when it comes to social cues, I can be pretty dense sometimes.
Yeah, I
don't
can
know.
never
Why
tell
do
if
we
someone's
always come
flirting
here?
with me.
Does it bother you?
No, it's just weird because we don't know any of these people. I mean, except Eddie's mom.
It never hurts to say
Hmm.
Because they're very lonely.
that's right, sweetie. And
Hmm.
sometimes, even if you can't see them, they stay with you. In here. always here.
Intense.
Always.
Oh god, she's so intense.
She loved us.
Yeah.
Imagine, yeah,
Sometimes it was like love.
So did their dad die, or did he just run away and she's like
Maybe.
rationalizing shit?
I don't know. I mean, most parents are scared of losing their kids.
That is intense.
Yeah.
Well, here's the crooked tree, but no Tessa.
Oh, she's a princess. So I guess her the dad must have been a prince.
You think it's possible? Wait, is
Or like I say, the huntsman.
The exact one.
Why didn't we call it Gnarls Branching?
But the huntsman sounds so much like the Mad Hunter.
Because we weren't hip to
Or
basketball.
the Mad
back
Hunter,
then?
yeah.
Or CeeLo Green.
Yes, again.
Don't bring up CeeLo Green, come on.
I liked him for a while, but
There's a reason we don't bring him up anymore.
I don't know what he might have done, like in socio-political. He was pretty
Hey, Bill
misogynistic
Cosby on a
in a
smaller
lot of his
scale.
music generally, to be honest.
Not
Like,
good.
there were kind of aspects of his persona I quite liked, but then the way his
Short and
lyrics talked
simple.
about women were not,
like it.
were not
Come
ideal.
on,
But,
there's only
but
a
I like the
handful
way he
left.
dressed.
Yeah, he was putting stuff in people's drinks. That wasn't
Well,
that was not good.
And that is not at all surprising from his music, to be honest.
There's just no ambiguity or way to slice that of being a misunderstanding or anything, you know?
Yeah.
It's like you were poisoning people's drinks,
Why'd you think
buddy.
of a worse idea than that?
Yeah. So I think we're looking for Marianne's grave. No, we're looking for the grave of Tessa's parents. Okay.
Yeah, you let me know.
So it's probably gonna be a Russian cross, right?
Yeah, possibly. I'm just gonna go through all of them, I think.
Ben, short and simple. I like it.
What are their surnames again?
There's only a handful left.
Assuming they have the same surname, because Vecchi might be the dad's surname.
It sounds Italian.
Lewis. Wasn't he that fancy fisherman?
I could definitely see
Eddie
Tom
still
being
watches
Italian,
reruns of the show he was
despite
on.
how
Every once in a while
deeply
his
white
face
he
pops
is.
up. It's super weird.
Yeah, male pattern baldness. These Europeans there.
Just a whole lot of nothing. Lost in the chaos of history. What's that mean?
Not sure. But Michael should know. No
Well,
luck
that
on
makes
my
sense
end.
to me.
You?
Nothing.
May the memory of our dearly departed never be lost in the chaos of history. That makes sense. The way, like, if there isn't like a connection or a record of people, they can sort of be lost.
This might take a while.
So your theory is
Well, some
crosses.
cultures. Well, yeah, I was gonna say some cultures don't do individual gravestones.
Yeah.
Some in Africa, some others don't.
Why does that sound familiar?
Yazzie Trucking. He used to haul lumber.
But yeah, you would say my theory is, I think the Christians, the community, since things were doing so bad, they didn't want to. Yep, see, there's a cross.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
They weren't not that road though, huh?
Don't tell me we missed her.
I think they drowned her, or let her drown.
Hello, Mr.
Hey, bald eagle.
Kids. It's time.
That definitely makes me think of like guns and American flags. It's probably unfair on bald eagles. Like they didn't do anything to hurt us.
You know, what's ironic is that, people in this country who are so gung-ho, patriotic, are so harmful to the species, and they don't give a shit about hunting them and shooting them and stuff, even though it's like they're atavistic symbol of the country or whatever, They're animistic.
I barely remember it.
That's probably for the best. I don't think either of us are exactly eager to relive what went on behind that gate.
Okay, so as soon as this gate.
Yep, open. Yep. Yep. There you go.
I love how, like, sometimes you, like, turn away from things in games in order to get the, like, mechanic to do something with them.
For what it's worth, I remember
Right.
drinking
Yeah.
the water during the funeral.
Sometimes it doesn't click. It doesn't line up.
Allison.
Remember.
I'm not going.
Allison, come back.
So is that Tom? That must be Tom, right?
Yeah. Any hope that this would be easier than last time? Totally gone.
At least this time no one's sending me away.
I'm holding you to that. Afterwards, you and I had a moment over there by the totem, right? I wonder if we could see that.
Doesn't hurt to check.
Yeah.
Is it the same totem as in Life is Strange?
I don't think so, no. The one in the first game had, like, no
that's where I
significance,
went
but
when I
people
ran
thought
off.
it must have significance. So I think there's one in Before the Storm that's more significant.
Oh, that one's interesting.
Yeah.
I won't let them take you away. I'm gonna tell them the truth.
You swore, Allison. I'm gonna be okay. Please don't worry about me.
I know I'm supposed to get over this Brown thing, but I really wish you'd been able to come visit that much.
Yeah, me too, but look, I didn't make any promises that day. You did. Watch.
They all think you killed her. It's not fair.
I'll be okay. You have to take care of yourself now.
See?
It's possible, but I don't think so.
Well, I know so. Thinking about it got me through the rest of the day.
Okay, so Tyler promised to return,
But
while
I'm gonna
Allison
come see you
promised
every
to
week.
visit.
Back soon,
What do you
alright?
reckon?
Promise.
Tyler's memory?
Back soon, alright?
Yeah.
And we'll
Maybe.
talk with
I
our
mean,
voice.
I think
Promise.
I
What
think
was hers
Allison's
doing?
because, you know, when she said
Alright?
it helped me get through the day. So even though it was like,
Okay.
you know, even though
I'll be back soon.
he didn't return immediately, like it helped her get
I'll be
through.
back soon,
And it's not that he
alright?
didn't return; he just took a
Yeah.
you know,
Back soon, alright?
took a long time.
Okay, I agree.
Yeah.
Promise.
He did say soon though, but you know,
Chief
it was
Brown's
obviously a
gonna
white lie.
Well, you know,
We'll be
kids,
okay.
you know,
You'll see.
And it's not his fault he was in.
understanding of time, you know, what was he going to say, 6 months,
I'm
a year?
sorry it took me so long to come back. I got so
It's
caught
a
up
big
in
wooden
everything
Funko
that-
Pop.
You really don't have to explain. I understand what you were going through now.
Are you ever gonna let me finish my sentences?
Maybe someday, but not today.
Just blatantly walking into each other there.
Is there somebody over there?
Yeah. I think it's Tessa.
Then I took Jana ice skating on Wednesday.
No.
I wish you could have seen her. She took
Yeah.
off across that ice like she was born. Oh, hi.
Hi.
I didn't see you there.
I'm sorry. We didn't mean to eavesdrop.
No harm done. Hey, you're that nice gal from the Becky store, Allison, right?
Yes. And you're, it starts with a K, right?
Kendra. Don't worry. Don't expect you to keep track of everyone who passes through. And you would be...
Her brother. I'm Tyler.
Pleased to meet you, Tyler.
Nah. That's a weird question. I don't like that. Do you agree? Just we have to get going.
Mm-mm.
What do you reckon?
Ask her, where's her accent from?
Okay. I just find that I don't like to ask that kind
I
of
hope
question.
this
It
isn't
feels
rude,
like
but
prying
where's
or
that
something.
accent from?
Georgia. Born and raised. Landed in Delos about 2 years ago.
From Georgia to the middle of nowhere, Alaska. There's gotta be a story
Oh,
there.
they have
Well,
that tax
I
credit.
wasn't planning to stay for more than a few months. And we came up for the fishing season, just like we'd done twice before. My husband, Meech, he always tried to convince me to stay on longer, but I wasn't having it. But then, well, we lost him.
Do you think this accent is any good? I can't tell.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Too many families around
A little
here
bit, so-so.
feeling that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, something's
does,
gotta change.
despite me.
Anyway, now it's just me and my daughter, Jana. And
It's pretty close. I mean, that is
pack us up and leave him
regionally.
here all alone.
Yeah.
Alabama, Georgia. Yeah.
Yes, I'll keep going
Do
with
you want to
this
go back
fairly
to Georgia?
irrelevant tangent.
That's the real question, ain't it? I never used to like it here.
Tyler's
Too
just
cold,
rudely
quiet,
turned away
like a
from him.
frozen desert. Thousands of miles from family. But these days, I finally started to see it the way Meech did. All of the beauty.
No, but you move that far.
Yeah.
Shit, it's gonna be a bitch to come all the
I
way
just
back
wish
to
it hadn't
Georgia.
taken losing him to get me to come around. I'm realizing now I fought him more out of stubbornness than anything else.
That's gotta be hard.
Yeah. Don't ever let your own sense of what is come between you and the people you love. It's a real easy way to squander precious time.
I guess we're getting to the message then. No.
Do you think you might stay then?
Well, my mama's been making the case that Jaina deserves to grow up with family. And she's probably right. But if I'm honest, the solitude here is a bit of a relief. I don't have to worry what 100 other people are up to. Just, me and my girl. No matter which way I look at it, there just ain't a clear choice.
What do you think Jaina wants?
I think she's happy to be wherever her toys are. But when I think of how close I was to my cousins growing up, well, she may not realize she's missing out, but she will be. I probably put too much stock in chance encounters, but you have any thoughts?
I can't make that call. I mean, that is true. It's totally not his call. He just met her.
Sorry,
like,
but
here's
I
what you
am
should
so
do with
not
your
capable
life.
of making that
by
call.
having spoken to you for all of 30 seconds.
It was a strange question.
It's not
It sounds
necessarily
like
a
you
strange
only got
question.
good
I just don't
options.
feel qualified to answer it.
I don't think you need to worry about
Yeah.
making the wrong choice.
I really appreciate
You're a
that.
little too susceptible
we should get
to
moving.
suggestion
Hope
here.
everything
If you're
works
gonna
out for
take
you
my
and your daughter.
word for it.
See you around, Kendra.
You two have a good day.
What about that one?
What's that?
Right there.
I don't think so.
Damn.
Just can't read it.
She got kind of stranded out here.
I know. And her daughter's barely 2 years old. Ty,
Oh, this shit's telling you.
This is it. Why can't I remember? Where is she? Allison.
It's not that long ago. Stop making me feel old.
Yeah, I mean, even same with me.
is that her?
What the hell was going on with you? What broke?
Yeah, to comprehend the existence of Zoom.
Why didn't you say anything? We were your goblins. You didn't have to do it all alone.
That you didn't have to do it all alone, right? This line is quite pertinent, isn't it? Like you're completely isolated. And you've got to trust your friends.
Kids.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
I wasn't expecting to see.
Betrayal of mental illness,
What are you?
too.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Feeling a little guilty, maybe?
I would have built up to that, but she was pretty mean earlier. Off the bat, you know?
You mean Tessa?
When we pass on, our graves are all anyone has to remember us by. Letting hers just fall apart would be cruel. I'm not a cruel person.
Cruel enough to call social services on her mother.
I wanted to protect you. Marianne was getting worse all the time. I was afraid that if things kept going the way they were, then one day...
We were going to end up dead?
Look, I'm sorry I didn't tell you the whole story back in the store, but I didn't want you to...
Enough with the excuses. What the hell happened to her? Why'd you turn your back on us?
Your mom was always just barely getting by, and over the years she burned a lot of goodwill. It got so bad, no one was willing to hire her, and the stress of that, well, it took its toll. I tried to help, but she pushed me away. She pushed us all away. In the end, she isolated herself from everyone. She was alone and out of options.
She had us, until you threatened to have us taken away.
I couldn't let her drag you down with her. She had you stealing for God's sake. Your mother never wanted to be a part of this community. She always thought she was better than the rest of us.
It comes out.
A spoiled little girl playing fairy princess in the woods. If she just settled down with someone instead of running around with married men, well, just ask Sam Kansky how much better that would have been for everyone.
Wait, what?
Oh God.
What happened between them?
I wasn't thinking. Please, just forget I said anything.
Tessa!
All I know is whatever went on, Laura left Sam over it. But I shouldn't have said anything about that. I promised I wouldn't. I'm sorry, kids.
It's not an easy
You could have done better?
Yeah, sure.
Because at least that's not saying you destroyed her family.
Yeah, and it's also not completely excusing
But there had to
her.
be a better way to deal with it.
Yeah.
Especially if she was having some kind of crisis.
Kind of the middle ground.
Yes, you're right. There were other things I could have done. Better things. I know I've made mistakes. All I can do now is say that I'm sorry. If I could
hindsight's
be that
20/20.
mother, I would. I don't deserve your forgiveness, especially yours, Tyler. But if there's a place for me in your lives, I'd like to be there.
I have to know something first. Are you good with who I am?
I've been thinking about that since you came home. I believe that my life is better for having lived it by God's word. But I also believe we don't always understand what he's saying to us. I pray for guidance. And seeing you standing here in front of me, such a strong and thoughtful young man, I think I have his answer.
It means a lot to me. Thank you.
Tessa, I know the last couple of days have been heated. I'm up for a fresh start if you are, but it's not really up to me. Tyler?
What do you think?
I'm done losing people.
Yeah. I mean, I don't necessarily
I'm
like
done losing
what she did,
people.
but
And if we
This
can't let
was
people
going through a
grow,
crisis. Not to
then
Marianne.
what the hell kind of chance do we have?
Thank
Yeah.
you. Both of you.
What else can you do?
I never knew
How accountable can you hold her? Than more than she's guilty and etc. Than yelling at each other.
I'm going to try harder to forgive her. I hope you can as well. If you two are in town tomorrow, come by the cafe. Lunch is on me.
I think I'd be suggesting she get help, but
There's
then
gonna be coconut cake on the menu?
depends on whether the person
You
actually
know,
does
I
that.
think there just might be.
Yeah.
I'll see you two tomorrow
And
then.
like,
We'll be there.
also, Allison said
Come on.
there aren't really therapists in this town, and obviously they're expensive. So yeah, that's not an easy answer.
Go talk to the hunky priest.
That was something, huh?
Yeah, it was.
I had pretty much given up on her, but I guess sometimes people change.
I know. I feel like a total ass right now.
She needed to hear all that.
Not a bad view, right?
Yeah. I get now why they put cemeteries in nice spots. Takes a little bit of the sting off.
Thanks for coming with me.
Yeah.
Listen, I know this has been hard. I'm really grateful you saw it through with me. Fireweed was great, but there was no one really there for me like that, you know? You're the only one.
Hey, brothers and sisters, Right.
But it's been way more brothers than sisters lately.
Yeah, that
Which is
isn't
why
true.
I'm trying to say thank you.
You really don't have to.
You saved my life, Allison.
Only for you to end up locked up in fireweed for the rest of your childhood.
Wait, are you still blaming yourself for that? Don't. It was my choice.
It's just... I stole your life, Tyler. And then I totally wasted it.
That's not true.
You're on your way to Denali. Michael's gonna be a famous chef. And what am I doing? Nothing.
Which one? I mean...
Stop putting yourself down.
Yeah, I mean, they're both true.
Nothing. You've been working on that accounting degree, and your art's good. Really good. Stop putting yourself down.
So I guess now wouldn't be a time to tell her about
we're gonna sell the house,
dancing.
and you're gonna
Or
go
she
to
knows.
Juneau.
I think
You're gonna kick ass.
She knows. I think
make
they
it
were
sound so easy.
being psychic when that happened.
We never had a shot at easy, but we always pull through, right?
Yeah. You're right. Hey. Wherever Ranger Tyler ends up next, he better come down from the hills to visit us city folk every now and then.
Yeah, I think in a way
You hear?
that's the worst thing
For
he's
sure.
done.
And anyway, that's not gonna be for a while. We've got time.
Everything else
Oh,
you
yeah,
can kind of
of
see
course.
he was
We do.
doing what he was
Who's
supposed to
safe?
do,
So
you know.
I guess we know the story now. Huh?
Oh, Tyler.
Marianne was done with Delos.
no,
Delos was done with her.
Chief. Lying to her about that.
Maybe she was too proud, but she worked so hard for so long. And when she reached the end of her rope, no one was there to help her.
So I guess that's what we saw in the store. The kids were
Ready.
shoplifting for her.
When she heard social services was coming, she
Gave up. But killed her kids? Really? I don't know. It still feels like there's something missing, right?
Hmm.
You're never gonna understand what was going through her mind. I'll bet even she didn't.
Well, we know it's episode
probably
2,
always
so
gonna
there's
feel that
obviously
way.
more to come than that.
Mm-hmm. Mm. That's a good shot.
Yeah, a lot of good landscape shots in this.
I'm gonna fall asleep the second I hit the couch.
You better rally. We still have to do some cleaning before bed.
Do we have to?
Hey, whoever packs the most gets the big couch tonight.
Oh my god. I can't understand that they're still sleeping on the couch.
Shit. Allison.
I'll get the fire extinguisher.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hmm? The hunter?
Yeah, looks a bit like the hunter.
Just concussed.
Are you alright?
Allison, Barn.
Stay there. I got it.
So who do you think is the hunter, coach?
Hmm. That looks like we got ourselves a Scream scenario here.
Right. Did you mean multiple killers?
There was...
Well, no,
guy
somebody getting revenge.
Smashed me in the face with the door.
Oh, you mean...
Um,
right,
What did he
right,
look
I
like?
understand.
I'm not sure. I couldn't see straight, and he was all in black.
Why would someone...
I mean, it could be Sam's wife, could be Sam,
I don't know,
could be
but
Brown,
I'm going to find out.
the chief.
Hey, come check this out.
Is that a box under
Again,
the barn?
Yeah.
I'll leave it there.
I think this is where the fire started.
So not
So
spoil.
he was trying to burn whatever's inside?
We should check it out. I'm gonna need to remove a few more planks to get to it.
Where could we possibly find a tool to do that?
Got no crowbar?
Asshole even dumped the drawers.
Okay.
Guess we know how he made the hole. Step back.
I'll be fine.
Well, you rarely see the big floor kind. It's big ones.
Well, I only know one person who'd bother to decorate a storage box like this.
Marianne, let's open it.
Better not be a puzzle.
What's that there?
Some kind of carving. Not sure. 3 digits. Any ideas?
Marianne was never really a
Three
numbers kind of person.
The goblins have.
Finding anything?
Just give me a sec. We wrote a shit ton of stories.
3 digits. Okay.
What would it correspond with?
I think we just need to break the lock. There must be something in here we can use to get it open. And preferably without destroying the box.
Hey, is that a toy?
Yeah, I think that's a collectible.
Huh. At least you were spared.
Cool.
This guy went on a tear.
I'm just surprised. Oh, there you go.
Okay, that'll help.
Pliers.
That'll break a lock.
Or is that a vice wrench?
Let's not waste time.
Pliers.
I'm glad we didn't look through the book for what Marianne could have possibly done to
Guessing she didn't know how much of an ass he'd turn out to be.
express 3 numbers and fairy tales. But yeah.
Guessing she didn't know how much of an ass he'd turn out to be.
Okay, I'll read it out. Dear Marianne, I need to see you again. I know how that sounds and won't want you to think I chase after all the new girls in Dallas Crossing. I've always taken my vows seriously, but something changed when I met you. So as a married man, when we're together...
Or the priest.
Yeah. Oh yeah, true. So we've got Hot Priest, Sam, or Tom, basically. Whether it's whether it's priestly vows or marriage vows. When we're together, I feel like I'm doing 80 down the highway with my lights off, and I never want to stop. That's so corny. I know it isn't right, and we both have a lot to lose, but I need to be with you again. I hope you feel the same. Heart symbol. P.S. I brought you a little something for next time. I can't wait to see how it looks on you. Okay.
Watch on. What does that one say?
Marianne, I'm sorry you're in this situation. I know you'd feel
this guy tried to push
make a
Marianne to
great
get an
mother,
abortion.
and I don't doubt you
Even
will
though she wanted to keep us.
But right now we have to be sure we won't ruin 3 lives. My marriage hasn't been happy for some time, but she doesn't deserve this. But mostly I'm worried about you. People here talk, and I don't want you to have to go through that. I know money has been tight, but I'll do what I can to help you do the right thing. Just let me know what you need. So, I think do the right thing there is he's encouraging her to have an abortion, basically. Good times.
That's everything. What the hell?
So, Marianne hid a box under the barn. Box full of letters from our deadbeat dad.
He came for those letters? I mean...
I think so.
Yeah, because he pried up the...
He turned the whole place upside down and didn't take anything. All he wanted was that box.
And he was willing to burn down the barn to get rid of what was inside. You know what it all means, right?
Yep. That guy had an affair with Marianne, and he just tried to torch the evidence.
He must have heard we were clearing out the house.
Well, how do they know it's their father, not just the father of the third baby?
I can't shake the feeling I've seen him here before.
It's like it's an intuitive assumption, but yeah, they don't. Oh, memory. Okay, where is this?
Not casting aspersions on their mom, but, you know, multiple partners.
Yeah.
To be making us.
Yeah, she was. Yeah.
Say not that there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah. But I think they just. I don't know.
He's not the married person having affairs.
Yeah. I think they just assume it's all.
I don't know
No
about you,
offense to
but
them,
I
but they
haven't
probably
forgotten
assume it's all
anything
about
about
them.
that night.
I would have said the same thing. Something felt different. I need to see the rest.
But you know what happens.
No, it's understandable.
That's the thing. I'm not sure I
You're
do.
so vain.
Okay, where is this jingly memory?
Where's it going?
This is where I tripped. Oh, there we are.
Yep. Somebody planted.
Yeah, Tyler did. Oh yeah, so Tyler thinks he saw the Mad Hunter on
There was
that
someone
night.
here that night?
Mm.
In the woods?
No. It was just... I saw... Who the hell did I actually see?
So it's raincoat guy.
Mm-hmm.
Raincoat scumbag.
No. That was the Mad Hunter.
What? What are you talking about?
That night, I thought I saw the Mad Hunter in the woods, but I guess it was just some asshole.
Not so much
Some
the Mad
asshole who
Hunter
just
as
fucking
Raincoat
stood there and
deadbeat, I
watched
guess.
while our mother chased me
It's
with
a
a
lot less
shotgun.
exciting.
Do you think it was the same guy?
Maybe. I mean, it had to be him, right? They were wearing the same fishing gear.
Yeah, unless everyone who wants to mess with us is coordinating outfits.
And wait,
Secret Society.
he was
Such as your
here
Secret
once before.
Society theory, if they're
Wasn't
all
he? A few days before Marianne died?
Maybe?
Hold on. Do you feel that?
uniforms or whatever.
Yeah, it's like Scream 2, right? Two killers.
Damn. He ran
Or
straight
Hot
Well, Scream
Buzz,
one.
Hot Buzz as well, where they're all in
Turns.
those cloaks.
He was on a mission.
Mm-hmm. No, I think it's one. I just think they're getting I think there's just multiple suspects
Yeah.
for who that one could be. But to rule it down to just having a slicker, I mean that could be anybody. If they're in a fishing boat, come on.
But we also know it was someone who wanted
need to
cover
know
up,
if it was the same guy.
her relationship.
What if it's
and
not that
pregnancy,
memory?
So presumably was the guy in question.
What if it's... I
Mm.
can't go through that again.
In both times, when they were kids and now.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it could
Do
just
we
be two people
really?
with the
I
same
mean,
code.
someone just tried to burn our barn down.
Yeah, and that means we've got
But-
to be close to something.
And the fact that
I'm
it
not
was
going on
there
that dock.
the same night.
No, it goes back to my theory. Whoever did it drowned her.
Mm.
Because she was already drowning.
Just one more time, or even after. I feel like I don't want to press
One
the
more
guilt.
time?
Yeah.
Just one more time, please.
There's always just one more. Every time it seems like we're done with this, something new pops up.
What if this is the
Funny
only
you
chance to
should
figure
mention
out who
that.
our father is?
Then we go on living our lives without him, just like we always have.
Come on, we need to know the truth. For her.
What if I don't want to know the truth, huh? Did you ever consider that? No. You just push and push and...
Come on, the truth is out there.
For your part in Marianne's death.
Mm.
What? How can you say that to me?
I didn't. But I did, right? Earlier, to Eddie. But I swear I didn't just say that to you.
So we can't even trust our own voices now?
God, I don't know. Allison.
He just recalled the memory.
I'll do it.
And then kind of projected
Let's go.
it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be tricky. if you're telepathic. Everything you ever thought of popped up.
Yeah. Like, how much control of it do you actually have? So Allison's resisting it.
You can do it.
Ouch! Watch it! You're stepping on my foot! Can you hear what they're saying? Quiet! We don't want Mom to catch us out of bed.
Interesting.
I told you that would happen.
We almost had it though. That was us watching Marianne fight that guy. Try to focus on him, right? Don't think about anything else.
So they're trying to use their clearly unreliable memories to reveal.
And they kind of tainted it, so it could look like the hunter now because they thought it was the hunter.
All over the place.
I mean, they literally
I've just been trying to
established
survive.
that he projects
If you want to
things
make
without
sure I
intending
don't
to.
get desperate, you could help us out. Lend me
But
some money.
I think we're supposed to take this as an actual investigation because
What happened?
the mechanics of this are
Why did it stop?
strange.
I can't, Tyler.
But we were so damn close.
But yeah, the timing of that revelation, though, you bring up a good point.
They don't really... Yeah, they don't really seem to fully internalize that their memories are unreliable. You know, they still operate like it's a record. But as I said,
Yeah, it's weird.
It's at least indicative of
I'm
something they
sorry.
can investigate.
But I'm done.
That's it.
Yeah, they don't
She's
seem
giving up,
self-aware
just like that.
way.
You can't do this. We owe her.
Marianne is gone, Tyler. And nothing we do is gonna change that.
Don't go, please. You can't keep running from this alley, or it's only gonna get worse.
Why would they be out there coming out of it at night? The mom and the other guy was over here.
I think that was earlier in the night that they saw Marianne with the guy, and then.
But it wasn't transposed over that shack.
Well, so they saw him, and then later on,
You're stepping on my foot!
after
Can you hear what
the
they're
whole
saying?
gun thing, they ended
Quiet!
up
We don't want
on
Mom
the
to catch
pier.
us out of
Oh, I
bed.
see. Here it is. Here it is.
Yeah.
They're on the boardwalk here. Yeah.
So it's kind of two separate events on the
Never
boardwalk.
asked you for anything, but
Yeah.
right now I need you.
And she's got the
Got
gun.
everything I need to nail your ass in that barn.
Just what do you think happens after that?
What do you mean?
Well, if those kids have a father,
We're hearing a voice, but do we know who that is?
No!
Well, can
You have no claim to my children. Get the hell off my property, now!
Sam, maybe?
If you ever come back here, I'm going to kill you!
Allison?
So did you get that? That was the same thing they remember her saying to Tyler.
I'm going to kill you. No.
This is interesting.
Yeah.
So they rewrote the memory.
Yeah, so they heard
The
her
first
say
time.
something to Raincoat Guy, and we've established that they project their memories. So I think now there's a possibility that they heard that and then projected it onto her later on. But yeah. So it may well be that she didn't intend to kill him at all. Tyler, I mean.
Interesting.
So yeah, so that's a pretty.
Yeah, their whole memory, their whole order of memories, their everything.
Very unreliable
a lot
memory.
of-
Like, because also we'd just seen him twice project things that they'd said earlier. So and then we have this thing where she hears it. So yeah, it's very possible now that she just projected that. Should we skip? Okay, so Tyler felt
See, what did he do?
Tyler felt relied on when Allison shows his memory at the house. Okay. Tyler felt heard about needing time when Allison refused the house showing. The majority refused the appointment. I mean, it was partly that for me, but it was also just partly the practicality of they're investigating, you know, the house. So like, they're not really ready to give it up anyway. Allison felt let down when Tyler couldn't forgive Eddie. We were in the minority there. 82% forgave Eddie. I mean, I wouldn't, personally, have gone so far as to give him back the ring, and it's a problem sometimes with these games where it's like a binary choice, and like,
Yeah.
you know, like I wouldn't necessarily have immediately.
Yeah, it could have done it halfway, kind of like with Tessa. You know,
Yeah.
you kind of could have been stern,
Yeah.
but like not
Yeah.
totally burned all the bridges there.
Yeah, I wouldn't have necessarily said I forgive you, but also wouldn't necessarily give back the ring, you know. Like, yeah, it's like, it's not necessarily that simple. But these games sometimes boil things down to binaries, but yeah. So Eddie was sorry that Tyler couldn't forgive him. So again, we're in the minority, it's the same decision there. Michael was heartened by Tyler's compliment. Yeah, we're with the majority, accepted the compliment. And a shocking 23% turned down Michael. Just wrong. You always choose the gay option, you know. Accept the compliment from Michael and save Chloe. It's all okay. Pretty much always the gay option, because the male love interest in Life is Strange 2 is not appealing, so that's an exception. Tessa felt grateful the twins kept her in their lives, and the majority forgave Tessa. Yeah, I mean, she's trying. I don't know, like, and I don't think calling child services was like the best thing, but it also wasn't the worst thing. You can understand where, as like a middle class moralist, she was coming from, because Marianne was going through an obvious crisis and the kids were potentially in a very dangerous situation. But yeah, so yeah, probably not the best solution, but yeah, I don't think cutting her off or blaming her would be a good solution either.
There's something else. Look at this. What do you think? Should we give it a shot?
I think the crafty goblins have one more hatch to sneak through.
It's very church-like.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, is it cutting away? Yep. So what do you think?
Pretty good. I can't wait to see how this ends.
Yeah.
And see which theories panned out, which were wrong.
Yeah.
And what the solutions are here.
Yeah. There's a lot going on. Did I like? Yes, I liked. 5 stars? You reckon?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe take a star off for the puzzles, but I'm not that petty. Yeah.
Well, I would take a star off if they made us do a puzzle for that box.
Yeah.
But they didn't.
Well, then there have been other times we could have forced Marianne's door, but like in that case, I kind of liked the storybook puzzle. Whereas when it was like find 3 numbers and there was no really obvious way to find them, it was like, nah, fuck this.
But Sam went out of his way to build that door for her.
Well, I mean,
that
he's
puzzle
in love
door.
with her. Like, I think that's pretty clear. So there's a lot going on in terms of all the character relationships. I mean, I think like the Life is Strange games, there's a real running theme in these games that everyone's always more complex than they seem. In some cases, it turns out that they're a lot more awful than you thought, but also in a lot of cases,
for better or worse.
Yeah, in a lot of cases, also you sort of come to understand them so much that it's hard to, you know, not forgive them. I think that's like a running thing with these games, is like just showing sort of emotional complexity and how, you know, everyone has something going on, you know.
Yeah, I won't spoil the ending of Life is Strange, but boy, did that go down the rabbit hole.
Just before we wrap up, do you want to tell the viewers about our crowdfunding campaign again?
Howdy, comrades. This is just a message to let you know about a crowdfunding campaign we're starting. Since launching in June 2019, the Where's My Jetpack podcast has conducted 10 interviews on anti-fascism and anti-racism. Interviewees range from a migrant rights advocate in New Zealand to a prominent anti-fascist writer in Australia to a DSA Afro-Socialists member in New York, among other writers and activists on questions including the revival of the far right, wider conditions that enable them, and strategies for the fight back. We plan to transcribe this content, making it accessible to all, and paying all transcribers market rates. For this reason, we're launching a crowdfunding campaign on FireFund, a nonprofit foundation for radical political crowdfunding. Our stretch goal is €1,000 to transcribe all 10 interviews, though we're starting at €350 for the first 4 interviews. A breakdown of the interviews and rates is accessible on our FireFund page. We have a range of awards for donations, from thanking donors on the podcast to joining our Discord to a personalized drawing by yours truly. If you have any spare cash in these tough times, please consider pitching in whatever you can to make anti-fascist resources more accessible. Every little counts. The FireFund page is pinned to the top of our blog at jetpack.zoob.net and at the top of our Facebook and Twitter. You can also search firefund.net. We hope these resources prove useful for anti-fascist and anti-racist organizers, as well as anyone seeking to learn more. Solidarity, and see you in the future.